Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back again with another episode of From the Sidelines. Episode 109 is ready for you, coming at you live. Up front, do gotta mention some things. First off, an apology to our Patreon viewers. We're recording on a different night this week. There's reasons for that, and I'll explain some of them really soon. But this episode was delayed for them, so hey, guys, we're sorry. It'll be up as soon as we're done tonight. It'll be there waiting for you, and then hey, you're gonna get another episode next Tuesday right away. So boom, it'll be but 2 episodes for the price of 1 almost. But for everyone else who is joining us tonight, we appreciate you guys for coming on in. We got a lot to talk about. I spent the last week of my life down in Austin, Texas, looking for a place to live, looking around the city, viewing some things, hanging out with our friend of the show, our 4th member of this broadcast studio, Lastro Lopez. But there's been some great stories from that, and yeah, and as always, we're gonna bring in our other 2 co-hosts because they'll probably have a lot to talk about as well. A lot going on in the gaming sphere and the paintball community. It's almost time for Chicago as well, so there's just a lot to talk about. Let's go ahead, let's bring him on in. We were discussing a little bit before the show got started, but Stephen Hatch, how you doing tonight, brother?
What's going on, guys? It's great to be back. Episode 109. Dude, like I say every single time, the number just keeps getting bigger.
It doesn't stop.
Dude, it literally will never stop.
It's like our age, bro. We're just getting older.
Absolutely. Dude, it will never be a smaller number than it is today. You ever think about that?
Well, that is how numbers work. So.
Exactly. Right? How crazy is that? So, I'm excited to be here. Just excited to be here.
Hatch is learning 1st grade math live on the pod, and we love that. Let's bring in our 3rd member of our broadcast studio, Brando Baird. How you doing, my friend?
Hey, man. It's good to be back. Yeah, as you said, it's a different day. Yeah, it feels a little odd. Tuesday came and went, and there's just nothing to do. It's like, all right, the routine's broken, and I don't know.
So it's like to be free.
I know. What do I do on a Tuesday night?
I didn't know.
You didn't know. I don't know.
I'm just like sitting at my computer, like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
so
I'm like staring at nothing.
Yeah, I sat down on the bed and just talked at Michelle for 2 hours.
Talked at Michelle. You did a podcast with Michelle. She didn't say anything.
She was your only victim.
That was it.
Nice. That's
awesome,
sick,
man. Well, we love that. We love to hear that. We're getting back into the swing of things. Like I mentioned, I was gone the whole week, so it was easier for us to kind of come together on Friday to get this show done. But hey, we don't miss a week. We always bring content. We always get a podcast done.
Even if we mess the episode up, we can still get something.
we still make something.
We get something.
Rest in peace. What, 62, 63, one of those. But
I think
hey,
it was 64.
We don't talk about it. Let's before we jump any further into this podcast, gotta mention our sponsors who put this show on the air. Love their support and love their support for the show. That's what I'm trying to say. Liquid IV is our first one up tonight. Head over to liquidiv.com. Use promo code Mafia_Moffitt to save 20% off and get free shipping at checkout. Get some Liquid IV, fam. It's I mean, we're coming to the end of the hot season, but it's still hot out there. I was sweating all week in Texas, so I'm glad I brought a couple sticks with me to help kind of stay hydrated out there. But yeah, whether you're at the paintball field, maybe you're a little hungover, you need some electrolytes and water back in your system, it's going to be great for that as well. Or if you just want to stay at peak hydration, boom, there you go. Liquid IV. They got a lot of great flavors and options for you to partake in, and yeah, it's a great thing over there. We appreciate their support. They've been with the show for a very long time, and we do appreciate their commitment to jumping on with us. So one more time, head over to liquidiv.com, promo code MafiaProductions at checkout. Next up, we have NECTR Energy. NECTR boys, they helped get me through this week. I was traveling, so didn't have my kind of my energy stuff ready to go, so definitely was able to throw a couple of these in every now and then, and yeah, they're awesome. They just hit the spot. They're that nice little boost to kind of keep you up and keep you going. But yeah, not the kind of jittery crash feeling. Have you guys ever had a bang?
No, I haven't.
I definitely have had a bang before.
Yeah,
that's
that
too
300 milligrams.
That's too much for me.
Dude, fucks me up. So I prefer 1/10 of that in my NECTR Energy pouch. It's got that and a neurotropic in it to help kind of keep you boosted and ready to go. So yeah,
bangs make me shit wild.
they do that. Caffeine is a diuretic.
They make me bang out my ass.
Jesus Christ, that's a new tagline for him. But yeah, head over to NECTR.energy. That's nectar.energy. You're going to get all the information about their 5 available flavors, and then use promo code MafiaProductions, just all one word together, MafiaProductions at checkout to get a buy 2 get 1 free from them. We appreciate the Martin twins and everyone else over there who works at NECTR. You guys are making some cool products.
Those are the boys for sure.
All right, and last but not least, this episode we have weltsclothing.com. Shout out to Welts Clothing. There's some cool guys down there in Texas. They're not day ones, but they've been here pretty long at this point. We love their support for the show, and we do love the things that they are doing in paintball. If you want to go check out any of their limited edition apparel, any of their they got mask straps, they've got t-shirts, they got hats, they got a whole bunch of stuff. Yep. Every first Wednesday of the month they drop a new exclusive limited edition item.
Wednesday.
Exactly. So go head over to weltsclothing.com, use the promo code FTS at checkout to save a little bit of money. And you're gonna be getting that nice and quickly. They're pretty good with turnaround times. It's all kind of it's homegrown right now, so there's someone who's gonna be there who will receive your order and who will package it up and get it sent out that same day. No Amazon systems over here, no warehouse workers who are getting questionable treatment. No one's pissing in a bottle. All right, that's what I'm trying to say. No one's having to hit hard deadlines to get your order out. They're a bunch of cool guys down there, and
the personal love of Scott Stewart.
I was gonna say, hopefully I'm gonna be spending some more time with them up at the paintball fit area, maybe X Factor, I don't know, one of those parks out there in Texas. But yeah, so one last thing, I guess we're gonna sponsor this episode tonight as well, because we did just upload a brand new design to the XXV the Label merch website. It is a take on our FTS podcast logo. I've actually gone ahead and I changed our Instagram profile picture over to that one for a little bit, but it's kind of a cool cartoon retro art style. It's a cool piece. We had a designer make up for us, but we got it uploaded on the XXV the Label site, so it's ready to go there. If you want to grab a shirt for yourself, you can go check that out. Link is down in the description. It'll take you right over to our page over there. But yeah, great high quality stuff. We love all their other stuff that they've done for us. We wanted to get a new design out there, honestly, because I need help moving. So please go buy a fucking shirt. Help me move down to Austin. Go buy a shirt, people. Help subsidize this a little bit and make this a little easier on the wallet. Because
get Brando better internet.
That could be a thing as well. But yeah, because we got a lot of cool, exciting plans coming up for the rest of this year once I get down to Texas. And yeah, so let's jump on into this podcast. I definitely want to kind of get into some of that stuff early, because there was some cool stories that took place when we were down there in Austin. But I guess before we do that, how's your guys' week been? Anything exciting you guys want to get out there real quick?
Dude, literally doing absolutely nothing, surviving, bro. Taking care of my grandparents, So I'm gonna get I'll get a little personal for a second, right? So my grandparents, they have dementia, right? And anybody who knows and has been around people with dementia, you know how weird things get, right? So been taking care of them, basically been their full-time caregiver, and working hard at that, trying to make sure, making sure the Hatch family stays strong. So excited. Blessed to be here.
Keeping the family line going. That's
exactly. So blessed to be here.
Man. No, it was funny. So I was hanging out with Scott Lastro, as most people know him, quite a lot this last week. And one of the things that he brought up at one point was he was so happy to see you finally get emotional over Cali when you had that episode where you kind of got into it and let out some of your feelings. And I retweeted that thought instantly because yeah, man, no, it's cool to see the hatch open up a little bit. Everyone knows Absolutely. You as the hard, aggressive guy at the field, so when a little bit of that creamy center comes out, it definitely
creamy center.
He's got a soft, warm, little creamy heart.
I mean, he does have a creamy center, but
yes, no, he does. Don't make it weird, Brandon.
Well, man, just tell us how your week was, bro. How was your week, bro?
My week is absolutely the same. Cutting people open, doing nothing.
Any good stories, bro?
Anyone code on the table?
Nah, no coding.
All right, that's good.
You know what?
No codeine.
Codeine? No, yes. The doctor. I'm a private tech too. He knows that I play paintball and everything. I let him know when I'm not going to be there for tournaments or during tournament times. And I don't know, we had someone from a company with us during some total hips, and they were taking pictures of him holding the implant before he put it in. And I'm in the background, and whenever someone's taking a picture in the OR, I give a little peace sign, because usually it's close up pictures that they have, and it just gets a chuckle out of everyone. Well, I ended up being in the back of the pictures, and he showed me on this past Monday, and he's like, oh yeah, this one's going to be in a magazine or some newsletter type thing.
Some
the company.
doctor news shit.
Yeah, and I'm just in the background like this. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, hell yeah, you know, medical field, famous kind of thing. And
Hell yeah.
dude, and then later Monday night, like, I don't have him on social media. I don't like go to work. Everyone knows I play paintball. They don't know like exactly to the extent.
We don't make it like it's more so because like you have to tell them, hey, I need
Just the paintball guy.
PTO.
Yeah,
like it's
exactly.
more so like, hey, I'm gonna be gone, but not necessarily like you don't go deep into it.
Exactly. And when they ask questions, I answer them. You know, but I don't blur it all out. Same thing goes for the podcast. Like I don't go and tell people at work like, yo, go check out FT because there's another side.
Don't do that. No, I agree. That's okay,
dude. But at times, like I get some follows on Instagram, and it's like I go to work and someone's like, you have a podcast? Like, fuck. Well,
God damn it.
Yeah, the surgeon, the surgeon. I'm protect you. Like he followed me on Instagram on Monday. I was like, shit.
Yikes! That one.
He's gonna know I have a podcast.
Our first thing about you being too short in the operating room.
Oh my god. Yeah. Right. Fuck. Yeah. So
he's checking hard.
He probably saw that one.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm gonna get some questions now. Damn it.
Whatever.
So yeah, do you actually need a step stool? He's like, we could probably get you one. You know, we can make it a little better for you.
Oh man, they stack two on top of each other for me.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
A little milk carton. They like flip it upside down.
Nice. Brando just gets those. What are those? The insoles that just make him like way taller.
Like the 4-inch insoles. Yeah.
Yeah, the lifts where it's you're essentially wearing heels inside your shoe.
Hell yeah.
But they're not heels because they're for men.
Well, same thing. I mean, let's be real. Heels for men are boots.
Yep.
Like I have a pair of Ariats. I love them, but when I wear those, it gives me like an extra 1.5 inches. Like I feel like a tall ass motherfucker.
Definitely counts.
Definitely counts. Yeah, you need all you can get. Meanwhile, I'm like, I'm already tall enough. All right, I don't need to be 6'5". Okay.
Yeah, you're already living the dream, bro. Relax.
Who was it? Was it Michelle? I told her, I was like, hey, did you see the reel that they posted, that Ryan posted? She laughed. She goes, yeah, but Hatch was making fun. Isn't Hatch like barely? I'm like, yeah, Hatch is barely taller than me. All right, he's he's the second shortest on the team.
It is what it is. That really had me realizing how tall our team really fucking is. Because I'm not the shortest guy in the world. You know, I'm pretty average height, right? But dude,
I did love Stretch's comment because that's what you guys are doing right now. Like, I'm not the shortest guy in the world. You're under 6 feet. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. You hate the game. Don't hate the player.
It's okay, Short Kings. It's okay. We still love you guys.
Hey.
You got good personality to make up for it.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, that's all I need, dude. That's all I need. I'll be a Short King with some
real.
good
If you guys
personality.
didn't have your significant others already, you'd have a nightmare of a time on Tinder. Let's just be real about that.
Well, okay. Throw back to the what is it, like the first 20 episodes, dude. I was a fucking fiend, bro, on Tinder, bro. Oh my god.
I will say the mullet kind of helps. You have that look where it's like it's if someone's into that, they're into that no matter the height.
Bro, dude, let me tell you, like my whole getup, where it's like the mustache, the mullet, the fanny pack, the Crocs, dude, that will solidify you solidly. But dude, let me tell you, there was this one time that scarred me, bro. This scarred me. I'm getting personal again. Here we go.
Oh god.
So met up with this girl at let's go get some dinner and go see a movie, you know, do the normal shit. Dude, she walked up to me, looked at me, gave me the elevator eyes, like the up, the down again, and the up, and she said, I'm good, and walked away. And I was like, damn.
Wow.
She really did me like that. Yeah, so that one was like, fuck, dude.
Honest take, like how would you rate this woman? 1 to 10. What are we saying?
Honest take? Yeah, I mean, I swiped right on Tinder, so she ain't below
bad.
a 7.
Yeah.
She ain't below a 7 for sure.
High standards for my boys.
Yeah, for sure. I would say, you know, I'm all about the thing is, I'm about eyebrows, bro. I'm an eyebrow guy. That's like the first thing I look at, if I'm being honest. First thing I look at are eyebrows.
What, you like a thick brow? You like a nice pencil in brow? Like what are you looking for?
I gotta make sure that
Cro-Magnon look. Yeah.
I gotta make sure that I'm an Italian man, right? So I gotta fucking I gotta fucking make sure I don't unibrow myself, you know?
Yep. Yeah. No. Valid.
Right.
Same thing.
Right. So as long as they're clean, does that make sense?
Okay. So
What about drawn
not
on?
like a huge arch tatted
Drawn
on?
on? Yeah, right, buddy. Yeah, right, buddy. If they're drawn on, I'm going like this. I'm going. Fucking erase it off, dude.
What if they're tatted on? Because I do know people who do that.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's that called? Microblading?
No, it's a legitimate tat. Like, it's a tattoo.
Yeah, isn't it called microblading, where they like do like a small little like cut tattoo on it?
No, microblading's something else. That's
okay.
We're entering into waters we do not understand at all. Yeah. But
FTS facts.
FTS facts. Sure. Cosmetology facts. Yep, that's what we're bringing to you guys now.
Yep. But that's a big
Ash has long hair, but don't think he knows anything about like taking care of yourself.
Yeah, all I know is, dude, wet hair, condish, good. That's all you need.
Need that Troy Polamalu, some Head and Shoulders over there. Gotta stay flake free.
I'm telling you, dude. I feel like I really could get like a L'Oreal or like a Head Shoulders commercial going. You know,
dude. Yeah. Just honestly, like you taking off the balaclava, just like letting it flow.
Fuck, dude. After practice, that is a fucking sweaty ass mess.
Well, okay, but we're gonna set it up, so it's it's still gonna be nice and luscious, and then we'll honestly, like cover it.
When I come down and visit you in Texas, we're shooting a commercial, our own little commercial.
little hair spot, like in my apartment. We'll just be doing like we'll get a little studio set up. That'd be beautiful. That'd be great. But yeah, man, I guess that's a good little transition there. Moving forward into Austin. So I guess the news I can put is we did while I was down there. I applied to a place and they have accepted me. So the lease is getting sent over. I don't think it'll be today, and since it's Labor Day, it'll probably be like Tuesday or Wednesday because everyone's shutting down for the weekend. But yeah, so they have approved me. They're gonna be sending over the lease. Gotta pay the deposit and all that good stuff, and then my move-in day down there is September 10th. So I'm gonna be a couple weeks, and I'm out of here.
Dude, that's the day after Space Marine 2.
Oh well, fuck it. Again, gaming is popping off right now, and it's just wrong time in my life. I have no time for it. So maybe I'll like catch up in like 3 months when everything's settled. But yeah, so that's the good news. Toured some places down there. Ended up getting a spot. Hatch, you're gonna hate this. It is 8 minutes away from Outlaw Paintball.
Wow.
I am pretty jealous, not gonna lie.
And that's all the Oni guys too. That's kind of where they live in that area, the Pflugerville, Round Rock area, kind of in those suburbs. And yeah, they're kind of all around me. Scott's a few minutes from me. Anthony and those boys are a couple more minutes. So yeah, I'm excited to get down there, hang out with them. Dude, honestly, I gotta give a huge shout out up front to Anthony Hernandez.
I love that guy.
I am not used to people being as generous as Texans are, man. I sent him a DM kind of saying, like, hey, here's my move-in day, kind of letting him know I'll be in the area. And he already offered a place for me to crash that first night. So that way I can, get down there and then the next day get my stuff moved in. He's offered to lend his, set of hands to get stuff moved in. And yeah, so they're going out of their way to make this a smooth move for me. And it just deserves a huge shout out on the podcast because, yeah, so some of the best guys down there. Definitely going to be seeing them more hanging out at Outlaw Paintball and all the other teams down there. I know there's a whole bunch of different guys down there, but yeah, so excited to meet them. But this spot I'm in is gonna be this way for 2 more episodes, our show next week and our pick show. Insane. And then I'm breaking everything down and gonna be in a completely new location for the rest of September. Definitely looking forward to it. The place we ended up getting actually is kind of nice. Is little 800 square foot apartment, which in California would be like $1,700 a month.
Oh my god!
But yeah, definitely cheaper down there. So that's nice. Got actually a little bit of room, a little bit of space. And yeah, so now starts the process of IKEA farm hunting and trying to find a couch and just all the extra little tiny things that go into to an apartment. Today I texted one of my other friends. I said I've been on sitting on hold simulator because I had to call like a couple different places and then they always put you on hold right away. So I probably spent a good hour and a half of my life today just sitting on hold waiting to talk to people. But did got my renter insurance set up, gonna get my internet and all that stuff set up, jumping through all these hoops. And for me it's kind of the first time I've had to go through a lot of these things. The past couple times that I've moved out before, it was just like subleasing from someone. So it was just like, hey, pay this amount of rent a month and like you're fine. There was no like nitty gritty getting on the bills and everything. So yeah, so definitely a lot more going on there than what I'm used to, but it's kind of cool. Feel like becoming an adult a little bit. Shout out COVID, kind of delayed my whole life, but hey, we're finally making some moves happen. It feels good. I really enjoyed the area of Round Rock. It's pretty cool. Somehow I ended up being like a minute away from a gun range, which is hilarious. That's like the most Texas thing I could think of.
Hell yeah, brother.
But yeah, there's a lot of cool things going on down there. And the kind of main reason I'm moving there, I've mentioned it in some other places, but it's for other production jobs and, you know, opportunities down there. I've already started applying to some kind of what's the right way to say it? Like
Cash and couch.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, fucking like couple week-long gigs, like not full-time employment, but it's like they need a production assistant for their week, or, you know, the couple days to help out with this thing, an assistant camera over here, a camera op over here.
Hell yeah, dude. That's how you plant the seed.
Well, exactly, and there's a lot more things filming there in general. Like in Sacramento, there's maybe 1 or 2 jobs a month of like, hey, we need some help on this. Whereas the same like staff, it's called Staff Me Up, but it's like a job board for the production industry. There's literally like every day there's a couple new jobs that are popping up on there. So yeah, definitely excited to have more, you know, more opportunities, get some credits under my belt, finally start to kind of take off in that space a little bit. And yeah, definitely gonna be spending some time at Outlaw. I'm gonna, it's in the cards. We'll figure out like my first day that I'm actually there and I have some time to go out there, but gonna do you know, some video production stuff out there, kind of, you know, make the boys look good.
Hell yeah.
Kind of get into that community.
You know, Round Rock, 14th safest city in Texas, or no, whoa, in the country.
Wow.
Damn.
What? Okay, yeah. No, it was a nice little area. Dude. Yeah, felt very safe.
Where's Clovis at?
Nice.
Where's Clovis at? Where's Clovis at?
Not there.
Yeah, not there. But
not
there.
Close.
But, hey, give me at least top 100.
Let's see. It is.
Come on.
That's not.
Let's hear it.
61. It doesn't. You know what? Doesn't
61?
No. Clovis was the only Central Valley city to make the top 20 list, but of California.
Oh, California. Okay. So what? So fucking what?
I mean, yeah,
top 20, baby.
Places.
Top 20.
Okay. Round Rock.
All right. That works.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. So that'll be the new area of operations for myself.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking awesome, dude.
What
nice thing is, dude, like in that area, not really. Like I wasn't seeing any up there, but when you go down to Austin, yeah, there's a lot.
Dude, I feel like it's every big city you go now, there's got to be some.
Every big liberal city. That's honestly what it is. It's because they don't really kick them out. They don't like have places for them to go. It's kind of just, you know, fend for yourself, which, yeah, that's a whole different conversation as a whole. The one thing I was going to say with Round Rock, it's a really cool location because it's about 20 minutes away from Austin. So, like, even where I'm at now to getting down to Sac is like 35, 40 minutes. So it's definitely a lot quicker to kind of just jump on a freeway. Boom, you're in the city. Speaking of, I know that because Scott ended up taking me down to Austin on Monday and Tuesday. Monday, we went and saw a comedy show at a little venue. It's called The Creek in the Cave. Some people probably heard of it. It's talked about a lot in kind of the comedian world. But it's right next to the mothership, Vulcan Gas Company. There's like this whole kind of row, like 3 blocks area where there's all these different comedy clubs and venues. And you know, at the same time, you got people laying on the ground, you know, knotted out from probably doing some trank or whatever. So yeah, definitely, you know, kind of an interesting experience, but it's kind of a cool area. And especially if you're by the mothership, like there's 20 security guards out front who are, you know, are all ex-military guys who are packing. So yeah, definitely felt safe down there. It was a cool vibe. Went to that first night show at the Creek in the Cave. It was kind of a, you know, local lineup. So some local guys. There's like one comedian who you could tell was just trying new material and it ended up bombing, so she didn't do that good, but yeah, the rest of the show was okay. We before that show we went and stopped at kind of this local little bar there that Scott will go to sometimes, kind of show me around the area. So that was cool. After the comedy club, we went back to his place, you know, drank some hard AFs and just, you know, kind of shot the shit for a couple hours. I haven't seen him in a while, so it was cool to kind of catch up on stuff. He's playing through Black Myth right now, shout out Hatch, so you got to get on that too. He said it's been pretty fun. He's been enjoying it.
Okay. Hell yeah.
It's definitely like the way he said it's a little easier than Souls games, but like there's still
it's basically like God of War,
like,
where you're literally turning into a god.
Yeah,
you know?
throughout the game, like as you
Right?
power up and
Through
get more
progression,
strong.
You're just gonna be a god eventually, right? So just like God of War, that shit's sick.
Yeah, some of the bosses he said were still, they had like those Souls-like elements where it's like they're throwing in new, maneuvers and attacks, and it's not really just like a set list of what they do.
Absolutely, bro. Phase 2 makes a different man out of you, dude. Phase 2.
Yeah,
that's a
phase 2 and everything.
Absolutely.
Any boss has a phase 2, you're always like, fuck. All right. That's
time to lock in.
D4's hardest boss, the Uber Lilith, has a phase 2, and it's definitely like it's a normal fight, and then all of a sudden she starts cutting off parts of the arena that you're fighting in until you're like down to this one little small area that you have to like dodge things in and attack her. So yeah, anytime there's a phase 2, fuck that shit gets hard.
Oh yeah, but we live for phase 2. We thrive in phase 2. We're all about phase 2.
God damn it, you're a psychopath, Hatch. But speaking of phase 2, the second night that we went down there, we went to the same spot. There was another show. I think it was called like it was Litty Titty Tuesday. I think that was the name of the show.
Titty Tuesday,
it was
bro.
it was a cool show. They had it was kind of a gimmick for the show, but they would pass out these like glow sticks, and so if at any point there was 3 glow sticks in the audience, if like the audience who had them put them up, they would just gong the person off stage, and they actually had like a mini gong that they would play.
Fuck yeah.
There was someone who got gonged off the stage. She had some good material, and like a couple of her jokes were good. You could just tell she was kind of nervous, rushing through everything, not really like setting up the punchlines right. But yeah, so other than that though, is a really good show. There were some great guys in it. We did see there was one guy who was in that lineup who was also in the lineup the night before. So myself and Scott, we just heard his jokes the night before, but we were trying to be a good audience, not trying to be a stonewall for him. The other thing that's funny, from the 2 nights, they set us up front, like literally in like the front seat by the stage, and of course looks just like you, Hatch. Anyone who goes out and about with Scott Lopez, people are gonna talk to him. They're gonna interact with him. So they, there was a little bit of crowd work aimed towards him, but yeah, he rolls with the flow really well. So honestly, if I was a comedian, I'd love to have a Scott in the crowd, because it's like cool, like someone who's
God
down
damn,
and
this shit's about to be easy for me.
Yeah, someone who gets it, and is able to roll with the joke and play with it. But yeah, so speaking of that crowd work, that kind of ends up bringing us into one of the cooler moments of my time in Austin. We're sitting through that Litty Titty show. The last comedian goes on stage, and the host comes out right after. She's gonna close the show, except she doesn't. She tells us, hey, I know I told you that was the last comedian we had tonight. We actually just had a drop-in who just walked into the green room and said he wanted to get a set in, and we're not going to tell this guy no. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Cam Patterson. So at a $10 comedy club, we got a 10-minute set to close the night from Cam Patterson.
That's so sick.
I won't talk about his material too much, because it was definitely like new stuff he was trying. That's one of the things with the Creek and Cave that's really cool, is it is like a small venue, so maybe 50 people max. It's definitely a very like intimate and small show size. But the nice part is comedians, they can come in and try some stuff, and if it doesn't work, all right, who the fuck cares? Like, it's not like they're doing that at a huge theater.
You're only stonewalling 50 people instead of like a whole Netflix crowd.
I was gonna say, like, that's when you're at a theater special, that's not where you're trying out new jokes. You want to have stuff that works and gets the audience with you. So it was cool though. But dude, great material. Anyways, he had a bit about a car, and he instantly went to last row and asked what his car was. Ended up dapping up Scott, so that was cool. He got the legendary Cam dap up. But yeah, no, funny ass guy. He did some cool bits, and then kind of finished it out, got out of there. And afterwards, we decided to hang out there for a little bit. I don't know exactly what the situation was, but Scott knew the host of the show, like maybe seen her around a little bit, talked to her a couple times at other shows, and so he wanted to grab a drink, hang out, and see if maybe he could run into her in the back. And yeah, so we're sitting out there. We both got our glass of whiskey and just sipping on it. And she actually she comes up, she recognizes Lastro, and says, oh hey, what's up, man? And then you kind of pick up a conversation, asked who I am, what I was doing there, and kind of just it was a cool little conversation. She was kind of thanking us for coming to her show. And what's funny, she, like, midway through this, one of her other comedian friends comes up, and she kind of steps aside for a second, pulls out a joint, lights said joint, and starts smoking said joint. And I was like, oh, okay, like, all right, let's see that's happening, cool. And she passes it to the comedian. The other comedian then passes it to me. you don't say no when that happens, when a comedian at a
Absolutely
backstage of a, you know, comedy show offers you a joint. So I grab it, take a couple hits, and I'm like, okay, cool. And, you know, go to pass it on. And Scott passes because, you know, he gets drug tested. He's a big boy. He's got a big boy job, and he's smart about it. But it was funny because they ended up walking away. You know, we were talking for a few more minutes, and they kind of take their leave. And he looks at me, and he's like, thank you for jumping on that nade for me. He's like, because if you didn't, I was going to have to. So we didn't seem like, you know, not cool. But he's like, but I get tested, and that would not have been good. So I was like, all right, I got you, bro. So yeah, no, when a random comedian offers you some weed, you say yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's just what you do.
Dude, my mind immediately goes to like the Everybody Hates Chris, little Greg Heffley white boy, where he's like, dude, you are so in there. And in my mind, I'm like, dude, I'm so in there. You know,
that's a great reference. Yeah.
Because that's like one of those things where you're connecting with a person when they offer you something like that, where it's like, dude, nobody just hands out weed nowadays, bro. You know, it's like valid.
Depends on where you are.
But you know what I'm saying, right? It's usually used as a token of gratitude.
It's a social thing. You know, it's the peace pipe. It's the
exactly. And it's one of those things where I'm not saying do it every time, right? Especially if, you know, there's any crazy people listening. But if you're offered, fuck it.
Well, and I'm you know, look, I'm just gonna say, taking a couple hits of weed is not gonna kill you. All right, you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna laugh a bit. You're gonna smile.
If a couple hits of weed kill you, bro,
that's not. Well, no, that's not weed. You're smoking something else. Like that's some salvia you're smoking.
Very true.
Some
very
K2,
true.
some spice, bro. But yeah, so that was cool. After that, we chilled out there. We finished our drinks, and then we ended up. Scott took me to a piano bar that he's been to a lot. It was funny. The bouncer and both of the bartenders instantly recognized him. So like we just went right in. They pulled him in, and it was really cool because they had a piano musician on stage as well as a drummer, and they were just taking requests. So they just had a little slip of paper. You know, go up, put a song for them. One of the ones. They would not know what that is. We had some good requests. Scott had them play Can You Take Me Higher by Creed. I got a Semi-Charmed Life by Third Eye Blind in. That was a good one. One of the ones that they didn't know how to play was Sugar We're Going Down from Fall Out Boy.
Really?
Which would have been a good one, but it was funny. They took a break for a little bit, and he was like kind of plunking it out, like he was looking at the sheet music, and he was just like, yeah, I can't do this one, guys. Like, is there something else from this genre? So he ended up, I think he played like a Blink 182 song to make up for it. But yeah, no, so we had a great time there. Had a couple more drinks. Ended in the night out at a Whataburger, a little classic Texas staple.
Rate it.
It's mid.
Rate it. Oh,
it's mid.
Hell yeah.
But like, dude, it's okay. Like, I'm not saying it's bad, but
it's better than McDonald's, right? I would say it's better than
Honestly, I'd take McDonald's. Like, I mean, because it's kind of the same tier for me. And everyone's gonna say, "Well, it's better than In-N-Out." No, In-N-Out's different, yo. Like, it's not. Yeah, it's not even the same conversation. But don't get me wrong. When you're pretty drunk at the end of a night partying, it's fucking great. Like, you know, it's perfect for that. Nice greasy burger. It helps sop up some of that alcohol, get you through the night.
Dude, if I'm that fucked up, you get me to eat wiener schnitzel if I'm that fucked up.
Oh god, yeah. Well, Wieners? Yeah. No, like even that would probably be pretty good.
Nah, I'd still throw up. Not gonna lie, I hate wiener schnitzel. That's a fucking F tier for sure.
It really is. It's not great.
Not good.
But yeah, and then he, you know, yeah, took me back to the hotel we were staying at, and yeah, down my Whataburger and went to bed, and it was a good end of the night. But yeah, no, it was definitely cool, and that's kind of, I would say that's one of the cooler things of that city is because it is such a huge mecca for comedy right now. There's always these opportunities to kind of have these little like drop-in type moments where, you know, you pay for a $10 show and you end up seeing a comedian that his tickets are worth $70 to $80 a pop.
Mm-hmm. See, that's awesome. Comedy shows are. I love comedy shows. I don't know if I've ever talked about it on the show, but ever since high school, since I was 16, we have a family friend that's a hypnotist that does comedy hypnosis shows, and you know he has like three.
Gay.
Hey, he has like 3 to 5. He has 3 to 5 comedians that come on and do sets.
I do like some sets before him. Okay.
Yeah. And you know, we've had family friends that are comedians as well. So knowing them and knowing their material throughout the years, but you know, I've worked with him since since I've been 16 doing like the lights and the music and sound effects for the Hypnosis show. So like I get paid to watch these comedians go on stage and everything. I fucking love it, and it's such a great environment. I didn't know Austin was like starting to boom more with comedians.
Well, it's Joe.
Yeah,
we
that's
can all
what I
thank
was
Joe
just
Rogan.
about to ask.
It's 100% what it is. Because since he moved there, his thing was like, okay, I want to bring the podcast here. And then also because Texas was open still during COVID, they were able to do shows. Right. Everyone started flocking out there. The Comedy Mothership is his own, comedy, what would that be? Comedy club now. It's definitely, we walked by it on Monday night. That's when Kill Tony's record. There was, the line of people who paid for tickets, and then there was a line just as long for standby tickets of people just hoping they'd be able to make it in. It's one of those things like getting a ticket for it is months in advance, but it's become insanely popular, and then because of that, like moths to a flame, it brings other people into the city. And like I mentioned, Creek in the Cave, the Vulcan Gas Company, Mothership. I think there's one other venue I'm forgetting, but it's literally in like a 3-block radius. So for comics, it's great too, because they can kind of hit one spot, maybe they know another show that's going on, head over there, try some stuff over there. They're just able to get a lot of reps in really quick, because that's the biggest thing with comedy. It's reps. You just gotta do your material, how figure out how to get it better, how to get it more fluid, how to hit the punchlines correctly,
get your timing down.
Exactly, because so much of it is what you write, but then it's also how you perform it. Like I mentioned, the girl who got gonged off stage, she had some great material, but she was kind of rushing through all of it and kind of just going from punchline to punchline. So there never was those moments for it to kind of set up to a better moment. And most of when you watch Kill Tony, watch some of those guys, they'll take time for their jokes. It's not like trying to get everything right out on time. It's setting up the audience to think something and then hitting them with that subversion of expectations and kind of bringing them to another place that they weren't ready for. And that's kind of where a lot of that comedy can come from. But yeah, dude, I had a blast down there. Because of my area, there's no comedy clubs around here. When I was a kid, I did improv. There's this improv troupe around here, Blacktop Comedy. There's a little spot that they'll do improv classes and stuff, and that was definitely something I love to do. But never really went there for any shows or anything like that. So yeah, it's definitely cool to have that. 20 minutes away, just $10 Tuesday ticket, just get in, bada bing, bada boom. So yeah, definitely probably gonna be spending some time down there, in the future.
And like you've said, it's booming, so it's like all week.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Yeah. That was a Monday and a Tuesday night, and we saw great stuff. That area of 6th Street, Scott was telling me, it definitely becomes more kind of college clubby, towards the weekend. The UT kids come over and they kind of turn it a bit more of a wild crowd. But yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night, it was pretty chill over there.
I'm definitely jealous of that.
Yeah, no. Well, you'll have to come down. I got the got the couch for you guys to stay on, and we can go see some shows. But
sure, bed.
All right, come on, let's cuddle, Brandon. Just jump on in. The water's warm, bro. But no, so we also, the Wednesday, since Scott had to go back to work, me and my mom actually ended up accompanying me down there. We used to take a lot of trips together when I was a kid, so it was kind of cool to have a trip with her again. But we went over to, it's called South Congress. We went and had Terry Black's, went and tried that. I know a lot of guys in paintball, when we were there for the Round Walk event, ended up going over there. Media has no time at these events, and the people who know it's you're literally just 24/7 trying to get your stuff done, and then you're leaving the city and you're like, shit, I did not even see Chicago or Austin or wherever we're at. But yeah, so we went down to Terry Black's. It's really good. Pretty pricey, honestly. It was like California prices for barbecue, and I get it. They're very popular. They make a very good brisket, so people want to come there. Exactly, that's what it is. I did get a reference to another spot that's kind of similar. That's a little better prices, and I'm not gonna say it on the podcast. I'm gonna start gatekeeping because I don't want these places to get too popular. But yeah, Texas barbecue is really good. The other spot we had was Torchy's Tacos. I haven't had Torchy's before, but dude, holy shit, really fucking good. Like Tex-Mex tacos. Think like artisan tacos. Like they have a whole bunch of different like options, a lot of different, you know, types of tacos, a lot of different stuff. Just really good food. Really enjoyed that. It's definitely like a bigger chain now. I think it was like smaller when it started, but it's grown in size, and it is stores in a lot of different areas now. But yeah, no, it was it's a lot of good food, a lot of good
Mexican
laughs.
food?
Well, that's what Torchy's is. It's, yeah.
You said Tex-Mex.
You said Tex-Mex. Like, I mean, like Mexican food.
No, I didn't get chili renero or whatever the fuck, you know, your Latino wife's making for you over there, bro. I honestly, don't hate me. I don't really love like traditional Mexican food. Like some of it can be very good. Some of it's kind of hit or miss for me. I'm not a big fan of cow tongue. I've had it. It's okay. It's tender meat, but I'm not in there.
That's
you know.
It for me.
I mean, yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, like, but don't get me wrong. Like, they still have some really good dishes too. I'm a basic bitch when it comes to food in general. So I'll admit that.
I like burritos, bro. Enchiladas.
Like a nice Chipotle burrito? Is that your Mexican? See,
No,
at least I'm
dude.
not that. That's not my only experience. Like, there are Americans who are like, yeah, Chipotle's Mexican. Like, no,
Chipotle is not Mexican.
really.
No.
Chipotle is basically just
It's clean. It's cleaner.
healthy fast food.
Yeah.
Just clean fast
Chipotle
food.
is gentrified Mexican food. Like, it's as
I wouldn't even
white
call
as
it
Mexican food can come.
I wouldn't even classify it as Mexican food, like, period. And you're talking
It
to
is a
confirmed-
burrito.
You're talking
Like, I
to
mean,
a confirmed
yeah.
Mexican right here, dude. You know what
You're
I'm saying?
Mexican.
Confirmed. You know what I'm saying? FTS facts, always right. So,
But no, I mean,
orale.
do you get what I'm saying? That like it's shit in a flour tortilla that's wrapped up. Like
It's
that at least
Mexican
is
style.
Mexican light. Can we say that?
Mexican mimic. You know,
Whatever.
It's
You
not
guys
the
are
same.
taking this way too far. But yeah,
though.
so there was a lot of cool things happened down there in Austin. It was definitely a blast of a time down there. And yeah, like I said, September 10th I'll be moving down there, so it's gonna come up real fast. Fucking was on hold with Progressive today. Was on hold with the power company today. Got to call the apartment complex back to get some stuff set up. So it's now all the micro little things that you got to get dotted. And then yeah, gonna get a U-Haul trailer, get all my shit packed up, and get the fuck out of California.
How far is that drive? How long is that going to take you?
It is exactly 24 hours.
Wow.
Like it is a full day. So I'm gonna break it up into two and just do like two 12-hour stretches. Which I mean, yeah, that'll be a lot of driving, but I kind of do that already when I'm out doing like the DoorDash stuff. So it's it'll be a little bit longer.
I was kind of hoping.
DoorDashing your stuff to your new place.
Yeah, kind of, right?
Yeah.
I was
Feed
kind of hoping.
UPS or something.
I was kind of hoping you were going to say you're going to drive all the way through. You know, big box of nectar right next to you, just popping them in.
Sheesh.
One day, brother. That'll be the day I get a bang. I'll shotgun a bang and then just full lip of nectar pouches and then just
Goddamn, dude. Dude, energy drinks fucking kill me now, dude. I don't know what it is. Like, I crack one and I gotta go.
okay.
Right.
You have IBS. That's what it is.
Dude, I've been changing my diet way more, right?
We've talked about this on the pod before, but like,
Yep, I'm telling
no
you,
one
I've
else
changed my
shits their
diet.
pants within 10 minutes of eating. That's a you thing. That's a Crohn's thing.
Whoa. 10 minutes of eating. Nah, dude. 10
You've
minutes
mentioned
of-
it before.
So, like,
In our
absolutely,
Talk About Tier
absolutely.
List, you've mentioned that.
Absolutely, right? But for me, it's like that caffeine, dude, sometimes it just like goes right through me, dude.
Well, you
And
don't
it
drink
kills
coffee,
me.
right?
I do not drink coffee at all.
Yeah, I bet if you drank coffee, it'd be the same way.
I bet if I drank coffee, it'd be even worse.
I mean, not really, because caffeine is the diuretic. Do you know what that word means? Like, it
Yeah.
makes your body want to get rid of the things that are inside of it.
And plus, dude, another reason why I cut back on energy drinks, dude, so with my grandparents and all, I've talked to a lot of doctors, right? So I've been talking to a lot of urologist doctors. Dude, they are telling me that the worst thing for your kidneys is energy drinks. That is like the number one cause of kidney stones now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
That,
like,
soda. Yeah.
you know, I'm not trying to fucking squeeze a rock out of my dick, you know what I'm saying?
My view on kidney stones is I'm gonna get them or not. Like, it's one of the, it definitely feels more genetic because like there's people I know, and I'm not gonna name them, who like they just get them, and so it's like I feel bad for you, bro. But there's people who do the same exact things in life, and they've never had them. So it's kind of, it seems like a genetic lottery type
Like that.
thing.
like that 110-year-old lady that said she drank a Dr. Pepper a day. She'd wake up in the morning and just drink a Dr. Pepper.
Bro,
there's
if I
always
was
the
old,
stories.
I'd be making shit up like that.
Well, no, but there's always the stories
Scrub
of
my
like
balls
the
with an
little
onion.
southern old woman who's like 107, and she's like, how did you live so long? A pack of Marlboro Reds and a Coca-Cola. And it's like,
Yes.
and just every day. And it's funny because at this point, if they stopped doing those things, they'd probably die within a week.
Yeah,
like
probably
it's
right about
keeping
that,
their
right?
body going.
Jesus.
I'm telling you, dude. If I was that old, I would make some shit up like that. Like I fucking scrubbed a fucking tomato in my ball sack every day before bed. You know, and then just
Okay.
people would be like, "Holy shit, man! Maybe this guy's onto something."
Well, I guarantee you, there'd be a lot of like, millennial people and like there'd be Karens. Karens would start doing that 100%.
Absolutely,
They'd believe it.
absolutely. They're like, I gotta stay young forever.
I gotta get
crow's
some more
feet.
Botox.
Gotta put this shit on. Gotta get rid of my crow's feet.
Look, people, we age. That happens, all right? Just
It is what it
fucking
is,
deal
dude.
with it. That's life. No one's gonna be here forever.
Dude, when I look at like my license photo, like from when I first got my license compared to when I had to renew it because I looked so different. They made me change because I looked so different in my
That's funny.
driver's license, right? So, like looking from the old one to the new one, I look like a completely different person.
Yeah,
Like,
and hey,
if I were
fun
to like
fact.
shave my mustache, cut my hair, dude, I could get a nasty disguise, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean that's like disguise 101. You know, change as many things as you can. But I will say, in 5 years, you're gonna look completely different again. That's
Exactly,
that's how
right?
humans work. That's how we
That's
live.
exactly right. And so it's like from being 20 to 25, you're so different in that time. Right? Not
Brandon,
only
I hear you
physical.
triggering your micro switch.
Oh, my bad.
I hear the
It
solenoid
did. It's not even
clicking,
mine.
bro.
I got
It's like,
hatches.
bro.
Oh, that's a
My
good gun.
bad.
That's a good gun right there. Let me see that. Let me see that one.
My bad.
That's a good. That one's a good gun. Trigger's kind of
Been
because
sitting
someone
right
fucked
here.
it up, but
The trigger's perfect.
I don't know about that one.
Wait, is that your sword hatch?
That is my
Yeah.
sword right there.
Did you get a new gun or?
No, it's broken. I gotta fix it.
Yeah.
So you don't do your own tech work? All right.
Fuck no.
Oh,
I'll
maybe
break
doesn't.
it.
Bitch.
I'll
Yeah,
break it, dude.
It's
serious?
leaking, and someone asks him, "Oh, when'd you clean it?" And he look at Brando, "When'd you clean it?"
Yep. I'm like, Brando, help me out here. I'm like, tag out. But
Yeah, it's a good thing you have a Brandon in your life, because if you didn't, you'd be fucked.
I know, because that dude. Guess whose gun I was using all weekend? Baby boy Brando's, dude. Shit, I was racking up the kills on Brando's gats. But
God.
yeah,
Brandon's like, or fuck, Hatch is like, wait, this is how a gun should feel? I never knew it.
There's no kick.
Nah,
It's
dude.
actually smooth. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Nah, let me
doesn't
tell
feel
you.
like it's like moving back.
now let me tell you, dude. My gun is so straight, bro. I'm shooting fucking laser beams. His gun is so fucking gay. He's shooting rainbows out that fucking barrel. That shit's
Hey.
going everywhere, bro. Shit's going everywhere.
So much lighter than your hunk of metal.
Mine's as straight as they come, bro.
So you do know accuracy is literally just paint, right? It is nothing else other than bore size and paint.
Absolutely.
Okay. Just, I'm gonna put that out there so people know, because yeah, that's a lie that's told to you. No paintball gun will shoot a paintball more accurate than another one.
No, the 16-inch barrels, they shoot farther and faster and straighter.
Well, okay, that's what we believed in 2012. All right, we've passed that, Brandon. We figured out physics a little better.
Nope.
There's a 16-inch barrel sitting in that little fucking thing there. All right, I know.
Are you taking that with you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna probably take a lot of the stuff in here. Yeah, I'm gonna be
yeah.
moving down.
Just want to make sure.
Did
That's
you mean
one thing
the
you're taking.
GAT or
Yeah,
like
the whole setup, the whole paintball setup that you have,
Uh,
your first setup or whatever.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Why not?
Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure.
No, I got you. I was just. I don't know if I'm gonna like display it or anything. I do in the spot that I have. There's like a little nook that I'll be able to set like my desk and everything up in. And I do have some wall space behind me, so I might see if I can get some stuff pinned up. I actually want to get like I think a neon sign would look cool as like kind of a backdrop for the pod, and yeah, some
That'd be
other
dope.
little touches kind of make it a little more homely.
Me and
So-
Brando will get a picture for your desk of me, a picture of me. And
I would
Brando.
actually really like that. Not
I
shitting
got
you
you, bro.
because I have
I got
shelves, and that I would love to like just have that there.
That'd be good.
Just the boys.
I got you. Me and Brando are gonna have to go to fucking J.C. Penney's and do a fucking nasty photo op, bro. Dude,
That would be amazing just for the
come
pod
on,
in
Brando.
general.
Come on, we have to, bro.
Please make that happen.
Dude, let me tell you, we're getting fucking brand new outfits there, bro. We're picking out each other's outfits.
And Tegan and Michelle can't come.
No, they're not even invited.
But we don't want the picture people to think it's a joke. I just walk in and be like, yeah, we need some new couples photos.
Absolutely,
yeah. Me and my couple.
Like we're just doing this for a couple's TikTok, and they're like, say less, dude. So that's because that's one of the things where I would have to like film the whole thing. It would be so fucking funny.
God.
Yeah, no, that would be great content. So yeah, do that. Don't just say that. Now you guys have to legally are obligated to do that.
Let's do it, Brando. Let's do it. The next practice. Let's do it.
Set it up.
Next double day.
I don't even want to know. It'll happen one week, and I'll get video sent to me, and I'll be like, all right, we're talking about that on the show.
Just pictures will show up at your doorstep.
Hell yeah!
It's like I didn't even give them my address. What the fuck? How did they know that? But yeah, man. So that's kind of all the Texas stuff. There's lots to go over there, and there's a lot going on with that. But yeah, we'll move forward a little bit. Back into paintball stuff. Did you guys see Team USA did a complete sweep at the Nations Cup?
It's usually expected, to be honest.
It is, but it hasn't always happened. So let's just, let's be real there. But U16, U19, the men's team, the women's team, and the Masters team all got it done, which is awesome. Shout out USA. I will say this year more so than other years.
Evan Middleton,
True.
baby.
Sorry. Shout out. Little Evan, but he's no longer little. He's a fucking man Evan. At this point. I'm pretty sure he's taller than both you guys. But he was out there rocking his OG clears and his Team America mask. That setup that Rufino helped him out with is sick. So yeah, he was looking good balling out over there. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it is surprising the amount of Americans who I saw go and play for other countries.
Yeah,
Jesse Chavez. Love you, or Jesse. I don't know why I went Jesse, but fucking Chavi. What the fuck, bro? You played for Mexico? Come on, man. I thought it's America all the way. He's literally a Texan. He should be an American native.
America. I mean,
but yeah, he went to play for Mexico. Chris Caputo went to play for Italy. I saw him in some of that stuff.
Yeah, I saw.
He's a Guido, so that one kind of makes sense.
Well, I don't know, I just I guess Caputo is Italian, huh?
Yeah.
He's
New Jersey, and
this is fucking crazy that you're just noticing that, Brando. Because, dude, I've seen his stories. Motherfuckers making pizzas, bro. Like, dude, the guy is obviously some real authentic Italian.
He's as Sicilian as it gets.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely.
I don't know if he's Sicilian. He's just type of Italian.
Italian. It doesn't familia.
Familia, yeah. Isn't that your side, right? Are you going to go play for them next year, Hatch?
Fuck, dude, if the arm extends out, dude, I might as well jump in them, you know what I'm saying? So if Team Italy ever needs another
or Mexico.
guy, a true authentic.
Or Mexico, yeah,
or Mexico, what can I say, dude? If they need a guy too, bro, hey, Chavi, dude, me and him on the D side, bro, that'd be nasty.
Yeah, no, it was yeah, so that was the thing that stood out to me from
USA,
the event.
baby.
But yeah, shout out to USA. They got it done, as they should. Paintball's our game. Fuck everyone else. What the fuck is a kilometer? MPH all the way. There we go. Moving forward, I did see what is that? Is that the NXL Europe Championship? I think it is.
Yeah.
That's the other part of the event.
Yeah.
So that started today. I saw there was like a lot of Americans who've gone over to guest on other teams. So that's yeah. Honestly, I don't even know like who's playing for who. So there's just been games going on, and I watched some of them, and they were cool. There was paintball being played. That's always good.
Shout out to Polyclava, dude, playing on Golden State Chess Club. They went undefeated today. So
they go over there. Nice.
Yeah, they went over there. So
they're playing
I'm
D2.
always cheering on my boy Paul, owner of Skullheadwear. That guy is a fucking beast. He has a great work ethic in paintball. Teaches me a lot. He's a great guy to look at for guidance for sure. So if you ever need some guidance and you're kind of confused about yourself, ask Polyclava.
Questionable. Okay, that questionable response there.
Hell yeah.
I know very little about the European paintball scene. I'm just gonna be honest there. I'm pretty ignorant about it. So yeah, I don't really know any of the pro teams. I do know Joy Division still has a team. That's awesome. Love that old school name.
Breakout Spa.
Shock went over there, so they have their like European side as well. I think Notorious actually had they bring their team over. They play under the FSU banner, and then after that there's a whole bunch of other teams. Obviously the Tauntauns, Lucky 15s. Some of those teams we've seen come over to play in America, but But yeah, so cool. Paintball's going on. That's going to be finishing up here in a couple days, and then just a week or so, and everyone will be heading to Chicago. As I mentioned, I'm moving in on the 10th, so I will not be there. It'll be another event I unfortunately won't be able to make it to, but this move has honestly been higher priority in my life, so that's kind of something I'm focusing on.
Don't even worry about it, dude.
We
Paintball
will
always be here.
Exactly, and we will to still help out all of our people who are trying to bet on Kirigo. We will have our pick show with Jordan and Fitzy. They have both confirmed they're going to be coming back. That'll be next Thursday. We'll be getting that recorded, and it will be up shortly after that. So yeah, that'll you'll still have all of our picks from us, all of our great stats that we've been doing all year. You can get your information with us, and we'll be taking care of you guys. As I always say, you got to take Kirigo for all they got. We're gonna take it back. Take back what's rightfully ours.
Hell yeah. Oh, Brando's like, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, he's getting into it. I love that.
We're taking it back.
Speaking of Kirigo, I have college football on this monitor right now. Watching Florida Atlantic and Michigan State play, and I really don't care about these teams, but I just want Michigan State to cover and hit the under. So yeah, that's why it's on my monitor. I'm so glad college football's back. I was able to watch Colorado versus North Dakota State last night. They were playing. That was actually a cool thing. So flying back on Southwest, I didn't know Southwest had this, but you can just jump into their like entertainment side and you can watch live TV. So pulled up the ESPN feed, was just watching that for most of the flight on the way back. Really close game, really tight game. People slept on North Dakota State. They're a very good FCS team. They're not the top level of competition, but they're right below it, and they win that one that's right below all the time. Dude, Colorado's. They're not a great team. I don't think they're going to be doing that well this year. But with that being said, Travis Hunter is one of the best football players I've ever seen. Dude is just insane. He single-handedly kind of won that game with Shedeur Sanders like by himself.
Is he a junior this year?
He may be a senior. I'm pretty sure him and Shedeur are seniors. Travis Hunter, the go-ahead score that they had. I don't know how you catch this ball. He literally is getting pushed to the ground. It is coming to his opposite shoulder that he's falling towards, and he like has to stretch out with one hand to bring it into his other hand and bring in the catch. Absolutely insane. Like it's one of those like, okay, you deserve that touchdown, bro. Like you fucking, that was literally the hardest possible job, and you made it happen. A lot of wide receivers dropped that ball there. I know college football is the thing that we bring up and I talk about and no one else responds to because these guys don't watch anything but paintball. But it is always fun for me. I'm so glad that college football is back. It's my love. Definitely probably going to be, going to tailgates at UT and doing some of that stuff with Lastro. I know he's probably going to be, going to some games to do his Lastro bit this year. So yeah, looking forward to, getting into that a little bit more, being in the South for college football, because it's different down there.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute. Whoa. Okay. I see it.
You see the catch?
Yeah.
No, it was a crazy catch from him. It was like, okay, man, all right, you deserve to win that game off that.
Wow.
The other thing, yeah, I was going to bring up a topic, then you brought my brain back to the football catch, and I was like, fuck, it's such a good catch.
What? All right.
No, I got you, Ryan. Since we're talking about sports, we'll go back to the one sport that me and Brando do know, the paintball side, right? So this past weekend, we had a pretty big scrimmage at Capitol Edge. It was us, Dynasty, Uprising, and Impact.
How many people from Dynasty were there?
Dude, no, actually quite a bit. A lot, because we were like,
I think.
Yeah. So they were like, a lot of them actually flew out like that night right after practice.
Oh, okay. So they weren't in Paris yet.
Yeah,
because I was gonna say, I was like, I know Ryan, Marcelo, and like
Arturo
Harrison,
was like, I was talking to Arturo, and he's like, I haven't even gotten a flight yet, but we'll see how we go. I still got time.
Yeah, they were missing Harrison Fry, Marcelo, and Archie. Everyone else was there.
Yeah, everyone else was there. Facts. Yeah, and it was cool. I got to really acquaint myself with some of the Dynasty guys more this weekend. Dude, I was asking the question where it's like, hey, if you had 5 liquids come out of your 5 fingers, what would they be? Dude, that shit was hitting, bro. I was asking everybody that, and some of the guys on Uprising had some good ones, dude. one of the best ones I heard, Yosh Rao, he said, I would have, what was it? It was liquid ibuprofen. So he'd be sucking on that shit all day. Dude, that shit is...
Who said that?
Yosh Rao. And I was like, damn, that was a good one,
Save himself some money, you know?
Yeah, that is
and, hey, he didn't go opiate, so, like, you know, not all that side of stuff. You know, a nice, good, clean, just kill your kidney painkiller. We love those.
Yeah, dude, and there were some people that were like, I'll take acid, I'll take LSD, I'll take... So, I won't even say who, but
who.
one guy's
okay.
like...
Yeah, we can go forward.
You know,
we don't have to dox him on the show.
We were talking about some interesting things, right? Say if you were to do like fucking like DMT out your fucking thumb, you know? Imagine you like walk up to somebody and you're like, you could be like a fake deity, like
you could
a fake
just drug
god,
people,
right? You'd be like, trust me, you go into the Lord, and like put your thumb on their forehead, and then they're just like, whoa, it's like freaking out, and they're like, dude. Like God is speaking through this guy because they've never even experienced anything like that. You can just create like a whole sham off of that.
I mean, that's like the thing with DMT is like apparently it's a naturally occurring chemical. So like when your body thinks you're dying and your brain is like last effort, it floods your system with the same whatever the chemical compound is. I'm not a chemistry major. I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. But yeah, so that's why everyone says like it's kind of. When you do it, it's like if you see the other side or whatever people are saying. I've never fucking done it. I don't know, you know, what the fuck it'd be like, but that would be a good way to kind of convince everyone. Like you go back to an Amazon tribe and just be like, I am your god now. And like they're just like, oh, he is our god. What the fuck?
Honestly, I feel like we could something that's more realistic, right? Without the fucking DMT thumb. Dude, we could like take like a drone, like a drone laser light show and just fly that shit over North Sentinel Island. And they would have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Okay, but every time people go to the Sentinel Islands, they get killed.
No, what I'm saying, right, is
maybe
we have
there.
drones. What I'm saying is we have drones. You know what I'm saying?
we predator strike them. Yeah,
No.
we just drop. Yeah, we drop in, you know, some hellfires from the sky, bro. They won't know what's going on.
Fucking America needs the island, bro.
Hell yeah, we're taking it back, baby.
Hell yeah. Fuck, dude, that would be so funny. I mean, not really, but a big tragic.
No, it'd be funny. It'd be funny. Let's
yeah,
be real.
you're right. It'd be funny.
Yeah, killing indigenous populations, that's what America does best, baby. That's our bag,
Absolutely,
bro.
dude. Hey, we're champions at that, dude. We're
Go
back
ask
to back
the fucking
to back
Comanches
champions.
how they feel.
Savage Americans.
Yeah, that's true. Feathers, not dots.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. But yeah, anyway, back to the paintball. Right, so, dude, it was a grinder of a weekend. Like, honestly, shout out to all the pro teams, right? You know, usually it's like the three pro teams usually do like a triangle rotation, but dude, we did a fucking straight square rotation where we were up in the mix with everybody, and dude, it was insane, right? And one thing I do want to add is we were not getting fucking massacred at all.
Yeah.
That's good.
We
some good reps in.
Compared to the last time we played like an Impact or a Dynasty, like they were kind of fucking us up a little bit. Sure we get some shiners here and there, but dude, this weekend there were some where we were dominant at some points, right? But obviously there were some times where their experience showed. And
yeah, you get into those slower game situations and they're able to kind of make some more crafty moves and kind of break it open.
Right, and that's one thing that Dave Baines is like instilling in our fucking heads now. We had a meeting the other night and he was in there, right? And he's basically breaking us down. Basically told me that I am fucking, you know, not as good as I think I am, which is fucking completely correct, right? And basically told me what I need to do to become a better player. And that was one of the things he was saying is, right, the higher echelon pro players is they almost get to the point to where if a guy is just sitting back shooting a cut, dude, you have so much room to work with behind that area of everywhere
especially
else.
if it's lower body, you know, 3v3.
Exactly. Right? And so basically now he's kind of instilling in our head, it was like, all right, fuck step C and D. We need to start perfecting A and B. Right? Perfect A and B, and then it'll make C and D a little bit easier for you. Right? And it'll make the moves easier to where you can see them a lot better. And that's one thing that I think that he's engraving into our minds, and it was definitely showing.
You know, from an outside perspective now, I'm actually glad that Dave's starting to kind of talk to you guys a bit more, because that's been something that I think a lot of people for a while were like, oh, it's DMG. They have Dave's assistance. He's kind of been hands off for a bit, and I don't know his life. You know, I don't know what's going on. That's, you know, it's his thing to do. But it definitely seems like for the last 6 months or so, it's been kind of more more reserved, more focusing on the impact guys. But it is cool to kind of see that he's coming back to, you know, kind of, because look, don't get me wrong, when it comes to like paintball wisdom, Dave Baines is one of the smartest men in paintball. He just is. He's one of the best back players to ever play this game.
One of the best coaches to ever assemble teams.
Yeah,
you know?
No, and I think that's, you know, that's where it comes from, his experience as a back player. He knows how to read a field, he knows how to break down situations, and he's good enough to be able to communicate that to others and start to coach and teach them how to do it as well.
Right, especially with higher echelon players, right? Because he doesn't sugarcoat anything, right?
Yeah.
And
No,
and if you can't take that, bro, you're fucking you're not going to be at the high level.
We give credit to Tyler Pantaleo all the time. Yes, a lot of his, you know, talent development was on him to be out at the field, to work hard, to do all the little things. But if Dave Baines isn't in his ear telling him exactly, you know, how to coach and how to learn this game at a best level, I don't think Tyler's at the same level he is today. And that's nothing against Tyler, but it's just that he's such a big influence. You know, having that voice in your pits really does make, you know, the game easier in a way.
Absolutely, because the thing is, when Dave Baines, because I mean, sometimes he would come into our pits and he's like, all right, this is what needs to fucking happen, right? And then when, I don't know what it is, sometimes about hearing it from someone like that, it's like, whew, you know, it's like in fucking anime when the drop hits the water, dude, and it's calm. You know, it's like, okay, I get it.
The Bruce Lee quote, be like water. Be like water in a cup and flow.
Yep,
I love that quote. I don't know if you guys have ever heard it. If you haven't, that sounds weird, but it's like an interview he did. Becomes the cup. Yeah, there you go. See, I'm not crazy, all right? No. Shout out Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I also like the ones where he's like doing nunchucks and people like throwing matches, and he has like a match stripe on the bottom of the nunchuck, so he's like lighting all these matches on fire, going fucking crazy. That shit's pretty sick.
All right,
but anyway,
let's
go. Back to paintball. Right.
That's going on as random as tangents.
So yeah, like without a doubt, obviously Dave's priority is impact, right? Because dude, that's what's gonna.
I mean, he's a paid coach, you know. He should
be
like, and that's I've never faulted him for that, you know. It's his job.
I never will ever, right? And the guys,
and it's his baby too. He played on the team. He knows a lot of those guys. He played with them. Like he gives a fuck about impact. He wants them to win.
He's at the point to where now he hasn't played on the line long enough to where he can rightfully say that he assembled a lot of those players.
He played with Nick back in the day. That may
Nick and the Canadians.
JC, Nick and the Canadians,
yeah,
but like look how
brothers.
many guys have like gone in and out, like Mouse, J-Rap. Look how many times those guys have gone out. Like I mean, I remember when Alex Rosati was on the team. You know,
I hate to say this, but like, look, guys, when fucking Mouse went to other teams, has he looked as good as he did on Impact?
No, not even close.
Some of that probably is having the group of guys around you, but there is something to be said about having that influence, having one of the best coaches in the game behind you.
I agree, and it's nice because I know Dave is a family man, and dude, family's priority, right? Family is like the number one thing you need to take care of. So the fact that he, in his spare time, will sacrifice that and help us, you know, that means a lot to me, right? Because obviously I sacrifice a lot of time to be there for my boys, and you know, whenever I can help out the best I can, right? It's sacrifice. You know, you could be at home fucking chilling, but you know, type 2 fun, baby.
Type 2. Well, no, that's like type 1 fun. Like, it's not really fun. It's kind of fun, but it's not really fun in the rearview mirror. All right, we don't have to explain the types of fun again. It's a reoccurring theme on the show.
It's okay, but right. So
a moment that was type 2 fun from the weekend I wanted to ask about, Hatch. Why did you dunk on a dude in jeans? What the fuck was going on there?
First of all, that guy plays for Uprising, first of all. I don't know what the fuck everybody's fucking tripping about that shit.
He literally looks like he's wearing jeans in that clip.
No, that guy plays on Uprising. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, it's funny.
But what's the story? Like, why is he wearing jeans? Like, that's the confusing part.
They legit. I thought they were scrub bottoms, and then like Kim's walking by. It's like, those aren't scrub. What the fuck are those? But they're certainly not jeans.
I don't know what the fuck those are, dude. So,
I don't know.
Those must be like some top secret fucking new level Uprising shit that they're releasing at the next event. You know, you go to the Uprising booth, get your new
It's
pants.
the Finley hat booth. Get it right.
Oh, Finley hat booth. Okay, sorry. Go to the Finley hat booth, get yourself some scrub pants. That shit's gonna be sick. But yeah, it really, honestly, dude, the clip
and by
made me
scrubs,
look like I was
we
fucking...
mean like medical wear, not scrubs.
And hey, let me just say, shout out to that guy. He was a good guy that was testing me a lot on the Dorito side, a lot over the weekend, right? And it does kind of look like I'm fucking dunking on like a noob,
It 100% does.
Right? I'm not trying to say that to be mean.
I will say
right?
Sal also fucked you a little bit there because there's no context. So it's literally just like you come around the corner on a dude
and
who
I
looks
am
like he's
fucking
wearing
peppering
jeans.
this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right? But the thing is, right, did he not spin on me? The angle also doesn't look...
Well, he tried to. He tried to, and then he ate 4 in his face, and he's like, okay.
And right, so, and another thing is with the Uprising guys, those guys are super cool, right? When shit gets, like, hot and flary, they're like, all right, we're done, right?
Yeah.
Sure, a little overshooting happens here and there. Dude, it's fucking paintball. It's supposed to happen, right? Especially when, like, there was times where I was talking to my friend Edric, and he's like, Hatch, there were times where, you go and you bunker a guy, you get the big threat off the field, and then you, like, everybody's just shooting you, and you don't, like, run off. You just, like, stand there and take it. And I'm like, I feel like if you, like, run off, it's kind of like, fuck it, whatever, right? If you just stand there and take it, it just does, like, a lot more mentally for against the enemy, I guess.
Well, there's, like, 2 sides to it. Because, one, you're holding their guns. If you're shooting 20 balls on me, that's a lane that's open, And if one of my teammates recognizes that, cool, we got to move up the field. But the other side of it is, like, there is a time when to get out quick. Like, if it's an off-the-break kill, if you can get out of the nets before anyone picks that kill up, maybe they don't know it's a, 45 yet. They're a 55, 54 yet.
But this was, like, one where it's, like, I'm at, like, the 50. He's on, like, the bunker that's, like, near the 50 Dorito, and I'm like, fuck it, gonna go get him, right? And then, don't get me wrong, his whole team went aimbot, yoink, and just fucking all started annihilating me, right? Which is fine. I just fucked their guy up. Why would they not punish me for that, right?
Well,
like,
yeah, they gotta, they gotta defend their boy.
Exactly, it's a game of mental will, right? They're trying to tap me out, and I'm not willing to be tapped out like that.
No, bitch.
That's how I look at it, like that, right? Where they're kind of like, if I complain about overshooting right there, what kind of fucking paintball player am I?
Also, like, yeah, I don't know. It's different too, because let's be real. Like, when you're in, like, the lower divisions, if you put 4 balls on someone, they might not make that move again. They might be get in the back of the head, like, I know I need to do this, but I'm actually, I'm a little bit scared. I feel like once you get to the pro side, no one gives a fuck. It's like,
absolutely,
look, I'm
right?
going to go eat my pain, and I'm going to come back the next time, because that's my job, and that's what I have to do.
Absolutely. And that, one thing, I'll give a special shout out right here, dude. Shout out to the Boyums. Dude, in the camp of DMG, those guys really taught me where it's like, dude, if you fucking show weakness on the field, you lose respect out there.
Yeah.
Right? And you have to be willing to fucking throw down when it's time.
Yeah.
Just
like Dylan would do that all the time too. Like, if you're overshooting him, it's not walk away, it's stare at you and say, come on, bitch, like, let's go. All right.
Exactly, right? And that's why I like playing against Dylan. Dylan's a fucking, because he comes out there, he was there maybe 2 weekends ago, I think, before WC, right?
When they put together that, like, fun line.
Yeah. And dude, it's a fucking war zone out there, bro. That shit's awesome, Those guys are, I mean, I don't think J-Bo's not playing for anybody right now, right?
No. Currently, I don't think so, no. But, right, the thing with J-Bo, he's played the center for so long, and, like, Blake Yarber also has a similar mentality where it's like, all right, my job's to go up there, and now I'm going to be in the middle of all their guns. They're going to roast the fuck out of me, but that's my job. I need to go take that guy out. So it's like, it's not even like that doesn't phase them anymore at that point.
Exactly, right? And the key is to, like, not be phased. Because if you just don't really...
Phase up. Phase the fuck up. Phase the fuck up. Yep.
Honestly, I'm more of a green wall type of guy. But
I know. But Banks, you owe us $10 for that shout out.
Anyway. Yeah, like, if you... Fuck, dude, I don't even really know how to explain it anymore.
It's like poker. The second that someone is able to pick up on your bluff, they're going to be able to take advantage of you so much more. And by that, like, comparison, I mean, once someone understands, if I shoot the shit out of them, they're not going to take that move again. You've kind of lost that mental battle. And that's a lot of what paintball is. Like, yeah, it's physical. You got to be able to make the spots, but a lot of on the break, it comes down to people reading each other's strategies, So if you're able to shoot someone going out wide and like, now they don't feel comfortable going out wide, now you can take advantage of that, You can send someone pretty far down the snake side because there's going to be no one there to match up with them.
Right, and another thing is that taught me a lot about it, what I would probably phrase it as bulldog-style paintball, right? A lot of people probably heard something similar to that, right? Is like JC. you know, from Impact.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
every team needs a fucking bulldog, right? And I
and
love being the fucking bulldog
Dylan
for my
and
team.
JC go up against each other, it's two bulldogs that aren't going to back down.
Exactly, right? Every team needs a fucking bulldog that's willing to just attack relentlessly and just not be afraid to get absolutely destroyed. Because dude, it will happen.
Rebo's got Omara. Like, or when they had Omara on their team, like, dude, that was... Bro, there's so many times where it was like, dude, he would be yellow coming off the field.
Yeah,
teams
absolutely.
knew you had to put him down. Like, if you let him get a chance, he's going to take it.
Exactly. And he would do the same thing to you, right? Never forget that, people.
No, yeah.
Never forget that. When people were like, oh, dude, you really didn't need to overshoot that guy like that. He would have done the same shit to you and not even hesitated. Bro, when do people get that shit through their head? It's a mental game out here.
Hatch wants to be
it's a tit for
overshot.
tat. He feeds off it.
Honestly, it's like Mortal Kombat when my fucking special meters when you're just getting your ass just fucking clapped in Mortal Kombat to where
It's
your
like-
fucking meters come building up and then you get your special move and I'm like, pfft, easy mode.
Well, it's like they already KO'd you for the round, so it's like, all right, you're just giving me free special. Like, what? Okay,
Exactly,
no, I'll
right?
take this. Like,
So, you know, that's one craft that I'm trying to master currently in paintball is the bulldog style, right? Where
it
doesn't-
bulldogs.
it doesn't matter.
It's like a martial art, like
Exactly,
form.
right?
You're like
Exactly,
form
right?
of bulldog.
using fiery stance, bulldog. You know,
Is that like a? Do you
it's
think
like
that'd be like a
Crouching
strength
Tiger.
build? Is that like a dex build maybe, or?
that's like an endurance build if we're talking Elden Ring, bro. That's like
Okay,
that's
yeah.
just the one where you just wear hella armor.
I knew you get the reference.
You just make hella armor.
You just
That's
a
it.
tank. Just
Yep.
do you heavy roll? Like you don't
Yep.
get the fast movement roll.
No, dude, endurance so you don't heavy roll, so you can have all the heavy shit and you don't heavy roll.
Oh,
you
that's
know?
sick.
So you're
That's
just a
fire.
light tank.
Love that. Before we get too far away from it, Brandon, I want to hear your thoughts about the weekend because you were there too,
yes, thank
and
you,
you haven't
Brando.
said shit.
I agree.
Nah. So, you know, we knew coming into this weekend it was going to be an uphill battle. You know, we're fucking playing against 3 pro teams and 2 of the best in the world. Like, it's no shade to Uprising. It's just it's fucking Impact and Dynasty, right? It's
Yeah.
fuck. That's all. There's a
And
lot of
Uprising's
experience.
like a top 10 paintball team too. Like they're
Exactly.
always in that
They're
conversation.
a
of,
professional
yeah.
team. They earn their pro spot.
They've been in the pro spot for over a decade, right?
Yeah, how many teams have come in and then been relegated before them? Like,
Exactly.
that's fair
Like,
enough. Like,
they're
they've
no
always put a
slouch at all.
competitive team on the field.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
You guys are all good paintball players.
absolutely. So we knew it was an uphill battle. We weren't at full strength. We only had 7 guys on Saturday and 6 on Sunday. So, you know, it was a grinder. We learned a lot.
Mic at.
It was
We're
a
good.
fucking grinder, dude. It forced us to learn a lot. Really poked holes in some of Jesus.
Damn.
In our you know, some game plans and stuff. But we, as Hatch said, like we're hanging in. We're taking points. We're winning points. There was, I think, like the first 3 or 4 points that we played, we lost pretty quickly and pretty bad. We attacked the center, and then we went on like a 4 or 5 game, you know, win streak there. And then, you know, team started to adjust and stuff, and then from there it was like a back and forth thing for the first day. Yeah, it was. We played Uprising and Impact a lot on the first day. Played a little bit of Dynasty, and when we played Dynasty, I think we only won maybe 1-2 points for the rest of the day with them. But fucking hell, dude,
It's also fucking Dynasty.
yeah, their shots off the break are, whew, god damn.
Definitely, for sure.
Yeah. It was fun though. It really was. Like, damn, dude. You know, we play against Dynasty and Impact every now and then for some practices. You know, get a few points in maybe. But having
We were in the rotation.
a whole weekend on it. You know, we did that last time. I remember like being in the rotation. It was leading up to Chicago D3. You know, when I think it was us, the Pro Squad, and Impact. And yeah, that was my favorite practice leading up, and I didn't even go to that tournament. Yeah, I didn't even go to that tournament. I got a couple spins, but like that was my favorite practice.
I remember it was Impact and DMG Pro, but they only had 5 guys.
Yeah.
Right. So they were like, all right, Impact's trying to spin a bunch because they got their whole fucking team out there, right? So we were the other line, right? We were the line 2 for
You're
the
their
pro
punching
squad.
bag. You're the punching bag for a weekend.
Absolutely, right? And dude, I remember a lot of valuable lessons that were taught to me that weekend. Faux show. And I miss
Also,
that shit.
I've been saying since that tournament, that was the last tournament Impact won. They practiced us.
That has nothing to do with the brand. I'm just going to shut that train of thought down right away.
I don't know, dude. FTS votes that way.
No, it doesn't. No, what I was going to say is the last time DMG Semi-Pro earned their pro spot, they were literally practicing with Impact every single time they were out here. It was the 2 layout weekends, and then there'd be like random stuff that they come out for too. But yeah, they were constantly working with them and practicing. And I mean, yeah, we've talked about that roster a lot, but the Josh Hallbergs, the Thomas Kims, the Marvin Gerbers, like Shane Howes, those guys got better because they were able to practice the best team at that current moment in time every single chance that they had.
Yeah, and our goal going into the weekend was to be I don't know, I don't even want to say like worthy of it, but give them good looks. We don't want to be just pushovers and
don't get blown out. Make it competitive games, because even then it's like, all right, we can learn things from competitive games. We can learn. Okay, we're down bodies. I shouldn't have made that move. I should have worked with you. You could pick up on those things. Whereas if you're just getting 3 killed off the break and then they're running down the other 2 guys, it's like, I don't know what to do.
We're not learning, but also it's not helping them either.
Exactly, yeah, because they're not getting good practice on the work on their communication and teamwork as well.
So we want to give them good looks, not just stuff for us to learn. And
we're gonna make a statement. That was the goal, to make a statement, right? Where we're like, all right, we're not just a bunch of fucking pussies that wear purple, right, and just fucking go out here and shoot fucking jelly ball, right? We're some guys that want to fucking compete, and I definitely think we proved that this weekend. There were definitely multiple points where, we were down bodies and we came back and won.
Right? Nice, and that's a sign of a competitive team, I would say. If you can win your down body situations, then like you're doing the right things. Like that's good signs of progress.
Absolutely right, and that winning 1 point if you're 4-on-5 against Impact, dude, that's a fucking achievement in itself.
That's
right?
a dub.
100%. Impact style of play is
they suffocate you.
Exactly, it's a strangle game. Right.
Yeah, they take they take what they can get off the break, and then they just slowly keep crouching up, getting the next thing, and just kind of making your pocket of like plays you can make just smaller and smaller and smaller until you're just you're suffocated out, and they're running you down.
Straight Python.
Brandon Cornell is just sending it down the fucking Dorito side. He's so fast on the Dorito side.
He's really fucking good.
You know who they had? Who was playing with Impact? Archie Barnes. ABJ.
Archie Barnes and Tim Russellback.
And Tim,
nice,
Tim
yeah. So they kind of, they needed some spins because I know their teams are kind of further away, so they're still getting practice.
They didn't have everyone, but so they came in and spelled some points.
Tim's played with Impact before. The season after DMG went pro, they Impact poached him, and I mean Archie's gonna get poached one of these years. Sorry, Notorious, but everyone wants that kid on their team. He's a fucking solid snake player.
Pull out the paycheck, baby,
dude. Yes.
Keep him fed. Keep him fed.
Archie's so good. God damn.
He's a fucking beast.
It's funny. I think the moment for me when I realized like, oh shit, Archie is gonna be someday is the when Excessive played in the Open tournament that they had for NXL SAC, and every time it would be him against some of the best snake players in the world, he would be winning those snake battles. And it was like, bro, you're a semi-pro player. Like, wait, what? Like, how are you outdoing, PK in the snake right now?
I remember. I'm pretty sure that match was it was Excessive Impact, and it was like I think the score was 7-6 overtime, and Impact won in overtime. Mm-hmm. I think by 1-on-1.
And a lot of that, I think, was because of the power of the snake and the fact that Archie could go to work over there. I mean, yeah, he's a fantastic player. So it is cool to see more and more people in the paintball world start to notice that and give him a shout out.
Yeah,
he's a real cowboy. He's part of our family up here.
Absolutely right. And I'm blessed to where I can actually say I was his homie before before he got up to the big leagues. You know.
I know you bring that up all the time. He's a D4 teammate, right?
D3. What can I say?
D3. Okay. All right. No, I just didn't know if it was like further in your progression or not. But yeah, you know, D3 teammate.
Yeah, Archie's a fucking beast. Anyway, he's
question.
A cool...
How long was he on that team?
I think it was like 2. I think it was like 1 event, but he didn't make. It was supposed to be 2.
So 2 events, and then he instantly got pulled up to another team. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think this is when he was playing on. Fuck, what was this NorCal Infamous at the time? I think. I feel like that sounds like a name that was around that time. I think.
Yeah, the like 2018, 2019 time, kind of around there.
I feel like that's where.
Yeah, and then I think he got a chance to go play with like excessive semi-pro line, and then from there he's just been doing his thing. Yeah, no, so huge shout out to him. Hey, it's a quick update on college football. Michigan State didn't cover, so fuck those guys. But the under did hit, so you know, one for 2. That's a good start to the weekend. Pulled the TCU Stanford game up now, so yeah, that's on my second monitor. All right, guys, I'm sorry. Okay, I've been busy all week, and I'd like to drink some Nooners and watch some college football with my boys.
It's okay, dude. It's okay. It's called having fun, bro. Some people need to learn what that is. You know, some people need to fucking go in the dictionary and look it up.
I don't have time for fun right now. Oh my god, did you guys just okay? Oh, fumble!
This fucking guy,
crazy
dude.
shit's
This
going
fucking
on.
guy.
Crazy shit's going on. Yeah, 3 and 19. They just gave him a first down, and then they fumbled off that. So that's beautiful. We love to see that. Moving on to our next topic tonight. It's finally time to talk about a hatch. I was saving this for our last discussion on the show. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. It's here. Fuck. Call of Duty Next happened. Debates and opinions have gone wild across the internet. Everyone has their 2 cents. And everyone hates it. And I don't fucking get why. If you just read through like Instagram real comments, everyone is saying it's like it's all this bad stuff, and they all have their opinions. Today, Enrique, shout out Enrique Graffi, but Enrique Gonzalez, he got access into the beta. Like I said, you know, the last episode, him and Ivan are huge Call of Duty fans, so they were playing it today on stream. It was kind of cool to see a little more like in depth of just gameplay. Since I was gone, I didn't see any of the Call of Duty Next stuff or any of that such. But it was cool to see, you know, kind of watching him play it for a bit. He was answering a couple of my questions. The Omni movement stuff is. I can't wait to get my hands on with that. It makes the game feel so much more fluid. Like some of the things that he was able to do, the whole like peeking the corner type stuff. So as you get closer to a corner, your body kind of rotates out with it. On the other side, some of the other guys I watched play, dude, Shotzi is about to be an MVP for every single major next year. Bro, I watching his gameplay right now, it is ridiculous. Yeah, like that is the only word that comes to mind. He is frying kids, and because his thing always was movement, that's where he got a lot of his advantage from. Obviously, he's a great shot. He's a Call of Duty pro. He can hit shots, but his ability now to dive and then like slide right back into you, and then like, you know, complete, you know, kind of keep that momentum moving into other things. It's gonna be filthy. I can't wait to watch the CDL this year and watch him pop off. Speaking of Green Wall, you mentioned earlier, Scump was giving some of his thoughts on it, and he was having a great time with the multiplayer side of things. I
don't think he actually got to play it. I think he was doing something with Optic while it was going on.
Well, he's playing it now. So they were doing a watch party for the Call of Duty Next stuff. Yeah. Because they just came back from Saudi Arabia. They were doing the esports awards. One of the worst productions I've ever seen, by the way. Holy shit, it was so bad. Literally the only bright spot of it was Scump. He killed his job. He was really good as a co-host, but just, oh my god, it was so bad. So they weren't able to kind of make it back and then travel again to go out to COD Next. So he was doing a watch party for it. But he's been playing it all day as well. The beta's opened up today, so everyone's jumping into it. He's having fun. He's liking it, and I tend to trust his, you know, judgment a little bit, because he literally, I think his first pro Call of Duty was MW2. So like he's been there since the beginning, playing through all these different iterations of it, and he's been having a blast. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump in. I'm probably gonna get it. I'm not gonna pre-order it just because the only pre-order bonus, you get into the beta this weekend. That's like the big bonus. Whatever. But yeah, I don't have time. like we mentioned, I've been sitting on hold getting all these things done, so I'm like, fuck it, doesn't matter. I'll maybe jump in, do like a couple hours next week when the beta is just open to everyone. And then when it comes out, honestly, I'm not even gonna buy it. I have Xbox Game Pass, and it's gonna be day one on Game Pass, so I'm just gonna download it there, and bada bing, bada boom, there we go. Jumping on in. Yeah, I'm excited. I think because for me it's the multiplayer. That's really the thing that matters to me. That's the thing that I've played, you know, my whole life. Warzone, I don't give a single fuck about. I will never open it.
That shit's outdated.
BRs as a whole, they were cool, but they're so competitive, they're so sweaty. It's just like I don't really want to do that. So I don't really care about that part. The other thing, zombies, everyone's having a lot of discussion about zombies right now. I have yet to see gameplay of it, like with my own eyes, so my opinion is kind of still up in the air. Everyone keeps saying they, like, I'm using air quotes, war-zoned zombies. I don't even know what that means, really.
I can kind of go into that a little bit. I can kind of
okay.
go. So I think what they mean by that, and the way how I've looked at it, is to the point to where you can, like, extract, just like in fucking Warzone and shit. You can,
well, but you can't extract in Warzone.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, with the last fucking squad
but they're talking,
gets out and shit.
So, okay, but they're using the wrong word then. They're talking like the other version, like the open world zombies. Is that what they're meaning to say then?
So, I think it's mostly like the fact... Okay, so why the fuck are there armor plates in zombies?
Well, Black Ops 3 started that with the 158 health... Was that Black Ops 4? I know there was one that started the 3 levels of health. And
that was Black Ops 4 for sure.
Yeah. But,
sure.
I mean, again, like, that doesn't... That shouldn't break the game that bad, because at the end of the day, what is zombies? It's a mode where you're playing with a couple of your buddies shooting things for a long time.
But the thing is, dude, I think legitimately, if we're really to break it down, if we're really to break it down at the fucking at the inner level, I think the reason why people like the old stuff better and why they're comparing it so much to the new stuff is it's just so kind of like, I'm trying to break it down myself, right? So that's why I'm at like a loss for words.
I'm gonna be honest, Hatch. I haven't heard a good argument of saying why it's shit. I've just heard people say it's shit. And right, so I'm kind of like waiting to hear for that argument that's like, oh, I didn't see that. Okay, that's why people don't like it.
I don't think you should spawn in with like your own set class in zombies. You know what I'm saying? I like the good old shit where you spawned in, everybody had just a pistol, and then you got fucking guns in the wall, and then you go get the mystery box. You know what I'm saying? Then you do the Easter egg, and you fucking build some shit around, right? That's really gets a little bit more advanced, right? But the base of zombies,
I kind of see that.
You know what I'm saying?
You start with a pistol, you buy a wall gun, you go to the box, you buy something. Yeah.
Right. And I feel like now it's kind of just like, it's kind of fit towards the people who are like grinding camos, it feels like. Where it's like you go in, you start with this gun, and you upgrade this gun a fuck ton of times. Right? And because the thing is, I don't really care too much about like the whole like pack-a-punching it 50 times, whatever, right? I mean, but guys got to get more ammo. I get it.
You know? Yeah, that's a good way to, you get that reset of your gun.
Right, I get that. And I don't even think they do that anymore. No joke. Where you fucking pack a punch again and you get more ammo. I don't even think that you can do that anymore. But I think it's also, the map genuinely looks like a place in like fucking Verdansk, right? Warzone.
Yeah.
But just has zombies
two
on
maps. It. There's 2 maps on release. There's Liberty Falls, which I think is the one that everyone has problems with, and then there's another map that I don't know if we've seen any stuff yet.
Yeah, I don't think it's been played. So because I assume they're gonna do that in like a week or so, just to like stretch it out. You know?
Yeah, or maybe probably not even let people play it before, because it looks like the other one is definitely a more creepier vibe, where it's like it's inside there was a couple videos I saw showing like pictures of the map, but not really like showing gameplay of it.
Easter egg lore to it for sure. Right?
Yeah,
and that's another thing that people like to see, is they like those dark maps where it's like, you know, you like, this is like a figment of your imagination going in, right? Like, this new map that they're showing now is like, that shit's just like a fucking kid's playground. You know, I don't have to imagine too hard that.
I think, and we're getting to the point of like where some of the split is. Half of the zombies community wants a horror game, and half of the zombies community wants a horde game. And the difference is one is meant to make you scared, be scary, and one is the experience of kind of, I'm a guy and I get to shoot 1,000 things. And both are good experiences, but they're very different.
Well, was there at a point where like, you know, early on, right? I felt like, just like World at War, where it started, right? It was. Yes, round based, this horde coming after you, especially when you get high up. But then, through the DLCs, like they added this backstory that you can find on your own, and now like it is kind of a horror game, right? Like holy shit, like
were these story.
Samantha shit's scary.
Yeah, yes, it's a story, but it's not like built in. Hey, this is the rails that we're gonna take you on. It's like you don't have to follow that story or anything. Like that's for you to figure out and find, or where like you go into that horror game within this horde game.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And plus another thing is like look at like the characters like with the zombies, right? They kind of got rid of the old characters, Rick Toffin, Tank Dempsey, and that shit.
Dude, we had 4 games of them. We had Black Ops, we had World at War, we had Black Ops 2, and then I think Black Ops 3, they ended their storyline. That's okay. Like, you need to have new characters. You can't just have, the same 4 guys, because that will get stale eventually. Even if you absolutely love them, eventually it's like, okay, I've heard Rick Toffin talk about this for, 5 games in a row now.
I think the thing is those characters have solidified themselves almost like, like the Master Chief in a way. They're that high of echelon where it's like, they, like, every game, like, if you don't, like, look at Halo. Besides Halo Reach, and how many games is Halo really Halo without Master Chief? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but I'm starting to understand the argument more, because it seems like a lot of the hatred is coming from the old school fan base, who essentially they just want their childhood again. They want to keep playing with the same characters. They want to keep playing with the same storyline, and they just want that progressed.
Yeah.
But at some point, you have to create something new. Because there's another side of the fan base that'd be like, look, we're tired of this. We've heard about Samantha. We've heard about Element 115. Like we get it. What is the next thing? And so I think that's kind of where the split is right now. Is you have like the people who just want to play Black Ops 2 again. Well, go boot up Black Ops 2. Like, nothing's stopping you from playing that and having that experience. But I think if you're making a new entity, it makes sense to make new things, make a new story, make new maps, make new characters.
Exactly right. And I think for me, at least just from what I've seen with the zombies so far, I'm just like, it's kind of ventured so far off what I originally knew. I'm kind of like, I don't really know if I like it anymore. It's like playing old school zombies. It's like comparing old school zombies to like World War Z. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're just 2 different zombie games now, right?
Yeah, and and that's funny, because from my side, that's a good thing. Like, games should progress. They should get better. They should have new things in them.
And that's just one of those things where I'm just like, I don't know if I'm really gonna like it that much, with just us.
See, but I think that's the thing too. Is you're not even giving it a chance. Like, do you see what I'm saying? It's just I like the old school. No. But let me finish, please. I like the old school mechanics. So fuck it. Anything new, I don't like. I'm not. I'm not into. And again, I'm not saying you're saying that, but like that's the discourse I'm seeing online right now. Is everyone's like, this isn't the way it was in 2012. Well, it's 2024, like we've progressed past that, and there's a reason things need to be new. And again, I'm probably going to play it, and I'm going to have fun in it. And that, at the end of the day, that's what it should be about, is like, did you enjoy your experience in this game? Because at the end of the day, it is a game. It is something that is to entertain you and to make a couple hours of your life feel a little lighter and better.
Exactly, right? And I'm more than likely going to get it. My whole argument is going to be am I going to feel at the end of the day, at the end of like at the end of a month, am I going to be like, did I really just waste $70?
Well, that's why I told you, don't waste $70. Just sign up for Xbox Game Pass. If you have a PC, it is $1 for the first month.
Which I have Game Pass, right? But you know what I'm saying, right? Like, I'm just talking in the process. What I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, even if you don't feel like, okay, I want to spend $70 up front, try it out on Game Pass. If you like it, cool, you can keep playing it if you already have Game Pass. If you liked it enough that month and you're just trying it, then cool. Then you maybe, go and purchase it on a different service, and that way you have it. No, it's kind of a bigger thing with like the internet as a whole. I'm just so tired of everyone hating everything. Like, there's not a single thing that could be cool or good. Everything has to have a hater who's like, dude, I saw a video the other day.
It's cool to hate.
It was a kid who landed the first ever viral kickflip 900 in a quarter pipe. It's a 15-year-old kid doing a skateboard trick that Tony Hawk has never done, that any of the greats have never done. You know what the comment section said? They said he sounded like a bitch while he was screaming because he was so excited. Meanwhile, this kid just did one of the coolest extreme sports tricks in our history. And it's like, dude, I'm so tired of that, like,
I think that's the
rhetoric.
platform as well. Instagram comment.
Oh,
like, if you
of
were to
course.
post that video on Facebook, dude, you're going to get so many moms saying how fucking awesome that shit is.
Yeah, but you're also gonna get haters too, because it's kind of the internet as a whole. And I guess that's what happens on the internet. People can have their anonymous profile, they can say whatever they want,
Yep.
and no one's ever gonna, they're never gonna get feedback or rebuttal on that. But dude, there definitely is a side of me that's just like, I remember when the internet was like this cool thing where people made shit and they were like, that's cool, bro. Like, I enjoyed watching that. I appreciated you making that. That's sick. I like that.
It was a place to see
Everybody
cool
just fucking
shit
hates.
and
It's
beheadings.
insane.
Yeah,
Like-
Exactly.
Can we not get back to that?
Yeah, let's get back to World Star.
World.
Hell yeah.
Live Leak, baby.
There we
It's a
go.
fucking that's a legendary website for sure. I remember watching.
But yeah, so I think that's been my thing with COD. I'm very excited to play it. Watching Enrique's gameplay today, I'm more excited to play multiplayer. Yes, I know this skill-based matchmaking is still a thing. It just kind of is what it is now. Like, it's one of those things. I wish we could go back, but Activision chooses that, and they've chose one way. So it's kind of like,
and that's more than likely.
You can't really
to
debate
save
that
the
anymore.
Fucking noobs. That is saving the fucking
Oh,
noobs. That is
also-
Peter Parker holding the fucking train back from just laying this fucking little kid out on the tracks.
It's partially that. It's also partially they've done the like research into it with skill-based matchmaking, and the way that it kind of puts you up and down, it gets people to play the game more. So it
For
is
sure.
a little bit like it's kind of fucked, because they want it to be like you play some hard games and then you go to an easier lobby and you feel like a god, so then you want to keep playing, and then you just keep playing the rest of the night. So there's definitely an argument there that's fucked, because I don't agree with that. I think just let it be a lobby system, and you jump in, you join your friends, because like you can no longer be like, stay in the lobby, bro. Like, all right, cool, I was solo, let me get my friends on, we'll get a 6v6 going, and like in this one COD lobby. That was something you used to be able to do back in the day, and it's just like,
Yeah.
that's not doable anymore. They instantly break up lobbies and make people like go and play in different
Now
stuff.
you can't even like make friends in case you are solo and then you meet that other solo person that's also a fucking god. Be like, yo,
Yeah,
you
and
want to
after
fucking
you played
duo?
like 4 games with them, you're like, oh shit, bro, like you're funny on the mic, you're pretty good. Yeah, man, like here's a friend request. We'll play up some other time.
Absolutely. Now it's like so cool to hate when I was a kid and I would see a guy fucking dropping a nuke in my lobby. I was like, bro, I gotta fucking add this guy, bro. This guy's a champion.
Yeah, because there was a respect level there. There was like okay, shit, he's good at this thing that I like. I respect that.
And I think
it's
you know
not
what
like
really killed that?
he's better than me. Fuck him. I hate him.
You know what killed that
what do you call
culture?
him now?
Okay, thank you, Brando. You ready for this? You ready for the
Okay.
legitimate culture? No, dude. This is when like the whole insult of like, oh, dude, that guy is such a sweat.
Yeah, when
Once
that was
that
kinda
insult
brought
started
around.
coming out, where it's like, I'm like, just because I'm naturally good at something doesn't make me a sweat.
Well, also, okay, let's be real. If you call someone a sweat, you're just upset that they're better than you.
They just straight shit on you. They
That's
shit
life.
on you.
That's guys, are you fucking Shotzi? Are you fucking Crim 6? Are you fucking like, yeah, if you're not, you're gonna get shit on in COD. That's just
Like-
is what it is. Like, there's gonna be people who are better than you.
Imagine how stupid that would sound in paintball, right? We're like, man, those guys fucking beat us, fucking sweats.
Dude, people say that all the time, like,
like,
oh,
bro,
these
what the-
sandbaggers, or all this, and it comes down to you feel bad that you lost. So instead of being like, okay, he was better than me, it's fuck that guy, he's doing something that's bad. When it's like, what, he tried hard and he won. Like,
Yeah, and the thing is,
What a
right,
nerd.
I think that's one thing.
what a loser,
where-
he's good at something.
I
It's
think
like,
that's
wait,
one
what?
thing where people who truly do try to be like the best at something, like obviously like what me and Brando were doing at paintball, right? We're trying to be the best at something, right? Or like or just in gaming, right? Obviously you're not going to be I'm not going to a fucking esports tournament anytime soon, right? But obviously with my friends, I'm gonna do my best to be the fucking most dominant one of my friend group.
Yeah,
Just not a competitor
Well,
in me.
And I think this is something that's been inflated too, but people are able to see more skill levels of games. Like Super Smash Bros. Melee is one that stands out to me. When that was like, when it has a huge competitive scene in it, but there's always the stories of like the dude who's really good in his friend group, and he's like, yeah, man, I should go to a competition. Like, I beat all my friends. I'm really good at this game. And then you go to a comp, you know, you go to Genesis or something, and you get shit on because you learn, like, oh yeah, I'm just the best out of my friend group. I'm not actually like a competitive world-class player. And I feel like that happens in COD a lot now because people are able to see the high-end level of, you know, the CDL pros. Guys, even the Miami Heretics may lose every game, but they'll still fucking destroy you. Like, I don't care. Your 3 best friends, you will get spawn trapped every fucking game.
Dude,
because they are that good. Yeah, no, because like the level of skill, like, you know, people watch pro teams. They last year they'd say the Latin Saints sucked. Yeah, objectively they weren't as good as the other pro teams. They would still fuck up your D3 team.
They would, in an X-Ball match, they would destroy every single D3 team that there was.
Yeah, 100%. And don't get me wrong, some teams might take some points off them, but like it comes back to the, you know, they are so much better. It's just they're playing with the best of the best, and the best of the best still make them look kind of silly, you know, in air quotes.
Yeah, and you know, that's really funny, Ryan, that you said that about spawn trapping. So I remember when I had that exact feeling, I'm like, dude, I'm fucking shitting on my friends, like, I'm gonna go to this like local gaming tournament at Radio Shack. I went to Radio Shack for a LAN tournament.
Let's go.
Radio Shack?
That's so sick.
Yes, and I remember, dude, there were people in line out the door, and I'm like, there was this guy, his name was Alex, and he was crapping on everybody that was fucking in line, right? And then I'm like, okay, I'll get in there, right? And it was 1v1 Rust, Modern Warfare 2, right? So this guy's just running it back on Rust. Dude, I remember I go in, and when it was finally my turn, I was the guy spawn trapping him. Like, I was the guy, I had such a significant lead on him, I trick-shotted him for last.
Yeah, it was like watching the Banks and Nade Shot tournament.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, Nade, you're an amazing pro player. We're doing 1v1 snipers on Rust. This is where FaZe was born, baby.
Exactly,
like,
right?
You've entered my ballpark now.
Exactly, and since it was LAN, there's no like, he has host advantage. You know? It was
host advantage. That's an old school
bro,
shit.
It was a genuine like shitting on where I got him good, and I remember, dude, there were people around me that were like freaking out, like I remember I'm like playing, and there was this one guy, dude. I don't know how fucking tall he was, but he would like every time I would get a kill, he'd put his hands on my shoulders and start fucking jumping on my back every time I get a fucking kill. And I'm like, bro, relax. I'm playing, bro. And I'm like fucking honed in to this 1v1 Modern Warfare 2 Rust match at Radio Shack.
Yeah, and I will say for Hatch's credit, because like I've seen him play. He is a more top tier gamer, but dude, so many people have their ego attached to how good they are at a video game. Bro, you've already lost. And, you know, like I said, are you a scump? Are you a nade shot? Are you, you know, these top pros of all time? If you're not the best. So why does your life matter if you're good at a Call of Duty or something? I love Counter-Strike. I've played Counter-Strike for almost 10 years now. I have my 10-year coin in Counter-Strike. The highest I've ever gotten was MGE, which, like, you know, if people don't know, that's like, let's say...
Silver, baby.
There was gold. No, it was higher than that, but it was like... I don't know, with Valorant terms, maybe like what's the one after gold? It's platinum or diamond. Yeah, so it's like diamond. Platinum. You're not the worst, but you're still a couple ranks off from being the best of the world. That's okay. I loved that game and I played it because I enjoyed it. And yes, I'd get into lobbies where people would absolutely steamroll me. Okay, like my ego
next.
And my worth in life is not wrapped up in how good I am at a video game. Like, there's other things that matter to me.
It's like, GG next. Man, I hope this fucking fag's on my team the next game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
like,
I hope he carries me.
You know, I hope he
queue up right again. Hopefully we get in the same lobby.
I hope he's on my team and I'm just like, I can kind of relax a little bit, you know? Skill-based matchmaking is going to be in my favor.
Hopefully.
That's what we need. You know, if I can just get one of those games every 10 matches, for the love of God. That's what I want.
Yeah, no, and I think that's where a lot of it comes from, is people tie so much of their like identity and ego into how good they are at COD. So then when skill-based matchmaking shows you that no, there are people better than you, they just get angry, and instead of like understanding what's going on, it's just, you know, it's hate. It's this game's shit, you know, fuck, that guy beat me, so obviously Activision is making it rigged, so I can't win matches. It's like, No, it's just that there's people who are better than you, and that is what it is.
And
you know?
I think the main thing that's going to have me buy Call of Duty is I love exposing people like that. I love making people look like complete dipshits in front of their entire squad. All right, I know I'm an elite enough gamer to where this guy's sweating his ass off. Dude, if I have a riot shield, this guy is so fucked. You know, if I have a riot shield and a shotgun.
Yeah, kind of fuck you for that though, Hatch, because like
right?
that's,
you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying, right?
But I get
like,
what you're saying.
He can use a complete meta class.
Well, and also, let's be real. Let's be real. How many times have you been in the lobby and you look at the scoreboard and the dude who is talking the most shit in between search and destroy rounds is the dude at the bottom? It's not even their top fragger. Like, yeah, sometimes he'll get involved, but a lot of the time it's like, it's the dude who is like, you know, negative by 2 or maybe positive. Carried. Yeah, and he's like, oh, you guys don't, like, you guys fucking suck, you know, and he's talking all this shit, and it's like, bro, if your homie wasn't there, we'd be winning.
Like, I think dude, I just miss playing Call of Duty like the old school way, where it's like, because, dude, I live for death reactions. When I blow a dude's fucking brains out his feet, with a shotgun, hearing that guy get jump scared for a single second, bro.
Oh, fuck you, bro.
Yup. He's like, oh, he got. It's like, it is so good. The cutoffs are so good, right? And I think that's the big thing for me is I'm a search and destroy guy now. Sure, I used to be a camo guy. I used to love like playing like, you know, domination for hours, grinding for camos. But dude, I'm at the point to where put me in a search game with my friends.
That as much.
Exactly, dude. It's like I'm trying to enjoy my time gaming, you know?
Yeah, and like I'm not against like grinding, because like I definitely like when MW2 came out, like I grinded that for a bit. Like I was like, all right, you know, this first weekend that was out, fuck yeah, like I got nothing else to do. Let's just fucking play COD. Yeah. Let's have fun. Let's unlock attachments. You know, let's get ready to go. And I'll probably do. System. Well, it's. I mean, that's. Actually, I don't. It's the same thing where it's like a gunsmith and you have to unlock all of them, but it's not like separate guns. It was like one where it's like, you got to use a holographic sight. You got to get 40 kills with a holographic sight to unlock the noob tube. It's like, what? Yeah, I think they've moved away from that, and it's back to just standard like progressing.
Right, because at that point, it's
Enrique
hard
was
to
doing some of the gunstiff stuff. I was watching that.
It's kind of hard to like play like other game modes that are not like respawn if you're trying to play like that. You know, 40 kills. Like, dude, do you know how many kills you have to get in a search and destroy? Do you know how shit the other team has to be to get 40 kills in a search and destroy match?
Well, but it's different. I see what you're saying, but I also don't agree with the point, because it's like, well, yeah, if you need to get kills to unlock things, you need the XP, the levels. You're not going to get that in Search and Destroy. Search and Destroy is meant to be the uber competitive, like no respawns. You know, it's my 5 versus your 5. We're going at it. We're trying to plant a bomb. And that's how I've always viewed it. Whereas, like, yeah, if you want to go and just have mindless fun, go play Ground War and just, you know, play. What is it? I think. Is it like 12 on 12 now that the biggest is? Something I think like that it was back in the day. But yeah, like big Dom, big TDM, those type of game modes.
That shit's. I think it's 16 on 16, 8 on 8. I think.
8 on 8, okay.
But that shit's fucking awesome. I miss the old school Ground War days. But I don't know what it is about Search and Destroy. I think it's just the fact that I love goofing off with my friends and doing. I love goofing off with my friends and doing off meta tactics.
Hatch, that's why you love it. It's paintball. It's 5v5. You don't get a respawn. Okay, you got to go and earn your kills and earn your shit.
You ready for the real reason that makes me real different?
Yeah.
What makes me real different from Call of Duty Search and Destroy to paintball, dude, is I fucking. This is gonna sound so funny. I love camping. I love making basically like a fucking kill room with me and my friends. Like, we stack search, and we'll go in. We'll set up in a bathroom, and every corner of that bathroom has a claymore. And anyone who comes in there is done.
If I was playing against JB and you, I would quit the lobby. Because
that's what ends up happening to a lot of people.
You guys play in a way that I'm trying to piss off the other team. It's not even necessarily I'm trying to win. It's just I'm trying to do every cheesy and clowny strat with a riot shield that makes you not enjoy your time in this lobby.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that makes you guys happy. I will never play like that, because to me it's like, why is it fun to ruin other people's experience? For me, it's fun to have a gunfight and beat that guy, because then I can talk shit and be like, yeah, bro, I outgunned you. Like, what the fuck you want? Like, I beat you in that one-on-one battle.
Right. So the thing is, I already know I can do that. right? I already know, like, if with a meta gun...
Like we were just saying, though, Hatch, no, you're not. You're not the best. Go play in challengers, bro. Go fucking earn a CDL spot.
What I'm saying is, like, when it comes to, like, a fucking normal pub lobby, right? I'm not saying I'm, like, the best around, right?
I know, but this is I definitely disagree with your take on this a lot.
Right? So, I definitely know that if it comes to, like, using, like... I'm trying to use, like... I haven't been, like, the most recent Call of Duty, so I don't know what the meta was in the recent shit.
No, but Riot
like,
still exists, and, you know, there's ways to, like, be kind of cheesy and annoying with your gameplay, where it's like, yeah, you killed me, but you're just kind of okay, you're just being a dick. There's a reason these things are GA'd from CDL, because no one wants to play against them.
Absolutely, because they're just fucking insane. And dude, I don't know what the fuck it is that makes it so funny. I think it's when people just get so mad when you're just like, you play like a noob.
Oh, no.
When you play like a noob.
Well, it's not even a noob. Hatch, you enjoy making people mad. I've played search games with you. Your biggest enjoyment in life is when people are upset to play against you. Yeah. And again, maybe it's because I spent like years of my life playing League that I'm like, I don't want to do that to people. Because I don't enjoy that. It doesn't make me have fun to know that you're mad. If anything, it just makes me mad because now you're mad and I'm going to match your emotions and be pissed with you.
I think it's like the reactions that I get sometimes, because obviously in a random lobby of Call of Duty, dude, people are relentless. People will say the most insane shit to you. So I just think that is just some of the funniest shit ever. I love getting reactions out of people.
No, and I see that side of it, but again, like, I would just rather, you know, straight up win, because like to me, and maybe this is like the Counter-Strike side, the League side, the win is the thing that matters. Like, at the end of the day, you get to talk your shit if you win, because, like, right. And that means you won. I don't know how to describe that better.
Another thing that I like to do is I like to use really, like, shitty weapons. You know, like an LMG. And, you know, if I'm, like, sitting in, like, a cheeky spot, and I kill a guy who's using, like, a meta weapon, and I have an LMG, they're like, dude, what the fuck? And they start freaking out. Or, like, some people, I love getting it to where they're like, dude, that gun is overpowered. When it's like, just because I'm just shitting on it.
It's not. It's just
exactly.
My aim's a little better.
Exactly. Right. And that is some of like my favorite stuff ever, for sure.
Yeah. No, and I'll let you die on that hill alone, because like I don't, you know, I don't want to play in a way that I'm just being a dickhole, because that's not fun. But there are a lot of people who play COD like that, and your friend group is definitely one of them. That's, you know, you guys have the most enjoyment when other people are hating their lives. It's a little sadistic, but all right, so, do you? I
know some of the way that my friends describe
masochistic. Some
of the ways that my friends describe it is they can play however they want. Right? They can go rush in, die, whatever. But the round is still going to be won by me cheekily camping in a corner, wiping the team. You know, because it just happens sooner or later.
I guess. Yeah.
So
no, yeah. All right. Well, I mean, we've talked a lot about COD. We'll start to transition out of it, but yeah, I mean, to wrap up that conversation, I am excited about Black Ops 6. I'm not going to let the internet's hatred start to get me off of it. I probably won't even touch Warzone. I will play the campaign, because I've heard that the Cold War like campaign, and that's what this is continuing. It's continuing the Cold War stuff. Was actually pretty good. So, you know, I'll jump in. It's a COD campaign. It's not going to be groundbreaking. It's not going to be the best thing ever.
You play it once and it's like, whoa, that was sick. Now I'm never going to play it again.
There'll probably be some cool things to do. And it kind of helps you get, you know, used to some of the guns and the different mechanics that are in the game usually. Yeah. And like, again, there'll never be another moment like when was it Gaz? But it was like you, Gaz, and Soap. You were attacking the military base in Modern Warfare, and you have to like go underground and like stop the nukes from going off and stuff like that. Like, there were some great moments in the original Call of Duty, the Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 campaigns, but it's gone so far off the rails that it's like, I'm not really playing it for its story. It's just kind of something fun to do for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like a quick story that's being told right in front of you. You know, like, honestly, fuck the lore to it with the Cold War shit. I don't really care. But if it's good gameplay that gets me going, you know, gets me clicking, I'm like, oh shit, crazy explosion. Oh man, that guy got stabbed in the back. I don't like that guy. You know, if it gets me kind of like emotionally invested a little bit, that's exactly what a game is supposed to do.
We can say his name. Fuck General Shepard.
Fuck General Shepard on the fucking record, bro.
One of the worst motherfuckers to ever exist. Me and all my homies hate General Shepard.
I agree, bro. I would throw the knife in that motherfucker's eye, pause, restart, throw it again.
Throw it again, yeah.
Like, dude, I would replay the mission again.
There was a guy who was playing through I think they remastered the COD Modern Warfare, like the original campaign. And when you do the first, like, or no, not that one. I think it's Modern Warfare 2. There's some mission where you like run through, you know, like the little kill house type thing they have set up. And at the beginning of it, you can see Shepard, like, he's standing there kind of telling you what to do.
He's like arms crossed, like staring over you.
I've seen this. It was a really funny gif of this guy just loading in, grabbing the pistol, and just shooting the fuck out of him. And then it goes to like the gray, like, friendly fire won't be tolerated, and it's like, well, he's not a friendly.
Like, yeah, he's a fucking traitor. I know what happens in the future.
We don't fuck with General Shepard.
Dude, that shit, bro. General Shepard shooting Ghost in front of my eyes when I was like 13 years old. That shit will never leave my mind.
Yeah.
Dude, Alzheimer's could be affecting me in the deepest way possible. I'll never forget that image, bro.
God, that's fucked, bro.
That one that one's insane.
Well, on that beautiful note, let's go ahead and wrap the podcast up tonight. Brandon, what's going on over there, buddy? You haven't said much in the last little bit. I'll let you get little final thoughts in. No, he just has no time to game anymore.
Yeah, that's the thing. I like watching it.
Left 4 Dead.
Dude, watching it, it looks fun, but with the movement upgrade, and I haven't played COD in the last like 2 years or so. Even if I got it, it's not going to be the same. I don't know.
What was the last COD you played?
I think
like
Cold War, actually.
Like sat down and played. Like I'm talking
Cold War.
Okay, so you were a gamer when Cold War came out.
It was the last one I bought. I played quite a bit of that, and yeah, that was it. Yeah, I can't. That movement system, I ain't gonna be able to handle it. I don't know. Even if I wanted to get it,
well,
I get it mainly for the zombies. If I got it, even then, I don't even know when I play.
I feel like the new movement's like designed for like crazy like crackhead plays. You know what I'm saying? Where you're like fucking snapping your back all the way around, fucking gatting a guy.
Yeah,
I love seeing gameplay like that.
It increases the skill gap a bit.
It's like it's okay. It's almost like Black Ops 6 almost looks a lot like Black Ops 3, just with no jetpacks. It has like that mobility.
I fucking hated jetpacks. That really turned me off to Call of Duty as a whole, because it was like, especially when you're playing on a controller, having to aim vertically as well as horizontally, it made it so much more difficult.
Yeah, what year to carry you, bro?
What year did jetpacks come in?
It was Black Ops 3 and then Infinity War, and then I think
the very first one was Advanced Warfare 2014. That was Call of Duty with jetpacks.
That's when society started to go downhill. All right, that's
a valid point. Honestly, I agree with you on that one.
Honestly, no bullshit. Advanced Warfare, that was when I really started getting into like GBs and really started getting like a really big record with me and Juicebox. That was when we really started getting.
Isn't that when you said you joined Grindr too? Yeah, that's
it makes sense.
Yeah.
See, I'm telling you.
COD players join Grindr. It is what it is, dude. COD players love Grindr.
You're not wrong. No, it's I didn't like jetpacks because, again, you know, I came from M16 with a red dot. Like, that was the most advanced we got. So you know, going from that to
that was a nasty
I
meta,
have
bro.
Dudes. Essentially, we were playing Titanfall in Call of Duty. It just didn't feel right. I didn't really like it, and that definitely turned me off from the franchise for a bit. That's when I moved over to CSGO for a bit, and then MW, the 2019, kind of got me back in.
That's when I picked it up.
And I think 2019 was a great COD. They did a really good job with that one, and it brought in the CDL era. And honestly, like, this year, I've definitely started to get more and more into COD esports as a whole too. It's fun to watch people play a game at the top level, because it's like same with League. I watch League esports. I was watching NALCS finals this literally today. I'm never going to be as good as these guys in League. I tried. It's so hard. You know, but watching 5 of the best dudes on the Rift work together, it's fucking cool to watch.
And it's really funny because it's so high level that it's at a lot of times, if you were to do like whatever formation they do in pro esports, if you were to do that in like a normal pub match, a lot of the times you actually kind of lose. You know,
I disagree with you there.
Yeah, I feel like
I disagree with you there.
You know what I mean, though? What I'm talking like that is like there's when you're in a public match, it's like when people are so high in Valorant, when people are so high ranked and they go play some shitters, it's like they don't know how to predict movement. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of analogy I'm trying to make.
Some of it, but I think a lot of it comes from just aim ability. You know, like when you watch someone play CS at the top level, well, they're able to make these plays because they can hit a head no matter where it is on the map. You can't do that. So it's like, you know, like, do you know what I mean? Like the person out there watching, you can't aim as good. And so, yes, you can set up and execute. You can have the right smokes in the right places, hit the right flashes. But if you don't hit that one-tap headshot, maybe that, you know, that CT is able to shut down your push. And it's like, I feel like that's where a lot of it comes from, is those are the best strategies to break down a map and to slice up a map and be able to execute and take space. But again, if your aim is not where pros aim is, you're just going to lose the aim battle, and then it doesn't matter that you have all this extra knowledge.
Absolutely right. But have you ever seen when like a pro Valorant player goes to like plays against like some actual irons and their movement is just so different that he's just like, what the fuck? How do I even hit this?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, Hatch, but they still win the game because they are still the better player and they know how to play the game in all of its intricacies and all of its little, you know, if I cancel this animation, I'm able to reload a little bit quicker and my gun's up quicker, and like those are the things
I
that
agree
just
with you there.
are intrinsic.
I agree with you there, but you know what I'm saying though, where it's like it's a little bit harder to predict.
I understand what you're saying. I completely see the point you're making. I disagree with it because I do think at the end of the day, if you put me and Shotzi on a map, he's gonna kill me every single fucking time. It does not matter what I'm gonna do.
I believe in you, Ryan.
There are some tack shooters where I see what you're saying a little more. Like if you're playing Val and someone swings a corner that they would never swing, well, you're not prepared for that because everyone knows that's a stupid move to make. But if you're playing an iron, they don't know it's stupid. They're just going to do it.
Mm-hmm. Plus, Ryan, I believe in you. I believe that you could kill Shotzi.
No, I couldn't. He would fucking run circles around my body and teabag me, and it would be fun for him.
You gotta have confidence in yourself, bro. You gotta have confidence in yourself.
Out of 100 times you play him,
it's being realistic.
Out of 100 times you'll play him, he'll win. He'll beat you 99 times, but that one time he'll just fall off the map on accident.
Oh, god damn it! No, I mean, yeah. If you give 100 out of anything. No, but it's me being realistic, man. Like I've loved esports for so many years. I understand these guys are just better. Like I'm not in the same tier as them. Even though I love these games, I've played them my whole life. You know, they're just better. This is why they are paid to do it, and I am not. It's like, dude, it's like watching NFL. I've met Chris Odom. He's an outside linebacker who's played in the NFL. Motherfucker is 3 inches taller than me and has about 40 pounds on me. If me and him, if I'm trying to break a tackle from him, no, he's gonna kill me every single time because that's how the world works. And so I think people think with gaming, because
that's
it's
also
this
where it comes, like,
digital
physicality,
input, but that's what I'm saying. Just because it's a digital input doesn't mean that you have a better shot. It just means that, you know, like I don't know how to make this point, but I really do believe in this point. Like the pros are pros for a reason. They're great at their thing. It's like paintball. How many guys who are in D5 are like, yeah, I could probably win a 1v1 versus X and X player. All right, go 1v1 him. You're not. Jacob Johnson's gonna win every fucking time. You know why? Because he's a goddamn 1v1 good. He's a goddamn good 1v1 player. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what it relates to, is like, you know, people get this ego thinking that they're better than what they are, and then they experience the better level, and then they're like, oh shit, okay, yeah, there's a reason why I'm not where they are.
I'm all about confidence in yourself. Believe in yourself, everybody. Believe in yourself.
I'm confident, but you got to be realistic at the end of the day. Because, like,
absolutely.
Look, if you just are blindly confident through life, you're going to put yourself in a lot of situations where you're kind of set up for failure. Even though, yes, you believe in yourself, you don't have the skills and talent to be able to back up that belief. And
I
then
think that's when it comes to, like,
cockiness.
work ethic. I think that's when it comes to, like, work ethic, right? You have to be able to, like you have to be working at it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be confident and not do your craft.
I guess, but I think that's where confidence turns into cockiness. Just because you're confident doesn't mean shit. You know, you got to have the skills and the talent to back it up. And if there's people who are better than you, then they're better than you.
I mostly look at it in a positive mindset. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to look at it like,
honestly,
Ryan,
you sound a little delusional. Like
I sound like a positive person. That Ryan, I believe in you, and I think you don't give yourself enough credit.
Okay.
Come on, bro. I believe in you. Just say fuck yeah. Come on.
Conversation. No, because I'm a realist. I look at things realistically. I don't try to believe, you know, high pie in the sky type stuff.
Pie in the sky. I've actually never heard of that analogy before.
Oh yeah, but well, I guess it's a saying, not an analogy. But yeah, no, I just, that's where I come from. Is like, look, man. If there's millions of people who play these games. If everyone was as good as they think they are, there wouldn't be pro scenes, because there wouldn't be enough money to pay for all these people to be pros.
That's valid, but I'm just saying, Ryan, I believe in you.
All right, I disagree, Hatch. You're a stupid motherfucker. Stop taking Timbers during the show.
Not even.
You guys, someone said earlier about earlier Call of Duties, and maybe it's like some tactics kind of thing. It got me on the little not a tangent, but you know, just thinking back on back in the day. You know, you remember Next Gen Tactics, like way back in the day, early YouTube.
Oh
early
God,
Guns for Hire. nextgentactics.com. I remember like playing Call of Duty 4 and like seeing their tactics shit for search and destroy on stuff. It's like, oh, maybe I'll try this. I'll try this class. I'll do exactly step by step, like on defense. You know, off the right out of spawn
on the left side, throw a grenade right over here, run to this spot on the map, hold down this lane,
plant a claymore,
like,
turn around, hold this corner, like, and fucking went around like that. It's like, whoa, that was badass, you know? And
yeah, well, it's like paintball. You had a better breakout. You know, you knew what you were doing.
Yeah, had a plan, and I don't know, it was cool, but that website's no longer up.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it probably died out quite a while ago.
I hate that MLG is not a thing anymore, to where I can't like go and like check my game battles and shit. I hate that, bro.
Yeah, game battles is completely dead.
That
like,
one
as
is
a
so
service,
tragic.
it doesn't exist.
That is so tragic, because I'm genuinely curious of like my overall record for, because I'm pretty sure I had 3 total profiles on game battles. And
you had a Smurf on GB?
No, it wasn't Smurf on GB. It was just like just different ages. I was like, fuck. Now I'm like, what was that password? Ah, fuck it. I was making
a new account.
You know? Right. So I know for a fact I have at least 3 GB's accounts.
Well, you did. They don't exist anymore.
Did. That's the key word. Did. I missed that.
No,
shit, bro.
well, for sure. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. I know Hatch has gotta take off, get some stuff done on his Friday night. So hopefully we're out here a little bit earlier for him.
So weird.
Yeah, it is weird to say. Going into this weekend, got some great college football action to watch. Plus, I'm gonna be just fucking sitting here trying to get things set up, trying to get power companies, trying to get internet set up. Just, you know, all the meticulous little things that go into moving.
All the adult shit.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying. Fuck. But look, I do agree with you there. I wish I could go back to being 12 and playing Modern Warfare 2 and not having a single worry in the world. That would be great. I would love that. But that world doesn't exist.
Who'd have known the economy would have been just straight fucked? I should have, instead of fucking 1v1ing some fucking 30-year-old dude at Radio Shack, I should have been buying a fucking house.
I was going to say, dude, that's the biggest mistake I made in 08, was I was 10. Like, that's the biggest mistake I've made in my life.
And it's complete bull honky, bro. I hate it. I should have really gotten in on Apple. You know?
I should have bought Tesla, Apple, Netflix when they were all like $7 a piece.
Fuck,
yeah,
dude,
I could have been a billionaire, but I didn't. I was 10. That's my bad.
Don't invest in a Blockbuster.
Yeah. Yeah, Blockbuster will go bad at some point.
I feel like Netflix like bought GameFly.
Maybe. I know they. Well, so early in Netflix's life cycle, they actually offered to buy Best Buy, as like they gave them a buy offer, and
Best Buy or Blockbuster.
Blockbuster. Sorry, yeah, I confused the two. But they offered to buy Blockbuster, and Blockbuster declined that sale. And so Netflix has always kind of had that in their back pocket of like, you know, we were going to absorb you and kind of make you part of us, but okay, you decided to go die by yourself. Like, that's fine. You know, we were the next up-and-coming technology. And I guarantee you, in 5 years or 10 years, there's going to be a new service that kind of takes over Netflix's, you know, realm or reign.
You know, I don't know, dude. Netflix seems to be pretty adaptive to everything, you know?
Yeah, but that's how technology works.
When the streaming platform, they were like, I would say Netflix was like the first like popular streaming platform.
Hatch, at one point in time, the most richest man in this country was I forget his first name, but the Rockefellers, because they owned the railroads. Well, they're not anymore. Tesla is, because he fucking, you know, he has his car manufacturing and all of his other stuff. So it's like, stuff will always change. There's always going to be something different and new on the horizon. You can't hold on to what it is when you're here, because
right. So what I'm saying is what I'm saying is exactly like they're new to it, right? Like not like they used to send out fucking DVDs by mail. Right?
Yeah, I remember that day. Yeah.
Now they're a streaming platform, right? Now they're one of the biggest streaming platforms, right? So I wonder what the next like step is. You know, because I've seen Netflix, they have like games.
Well, it's going to be beaming stuff into your Neuralink. That'll be the next one.
Shit would be sick, dude. I remember Fairly Odd Parents. There was one where they go to the future, and the school was a helmet they would put on for 10 seconds, and that was it.
Oh.
Like, oh, that was a great day of school, and then they left.
It's funny because even that sounds outdated. Like, it won't be a helmet. It'll literally be an implant. It'll be like a little thing we put into your brain, and then just, oh, now I know everything. And that's also not going to be a good thing when everyone knows everything. That's going to be, there's going to be a lot of problems with that too.
Kung Fu.
Yeah.
I'm fucking dead.
The Matrix reference goes hard.
I wonder if that would be like a thing through Neuralink, where you would be able to like download a skill.
So, one of the second recipient of Neuralink has already started playing Call of Duty with his. Apparently, he's just like, it's insane because it's not hand movement. It's literally just what your brain is thinking it does.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I've seen a clip of a girl playing Elden Ring with her mind. And I don't really know exactly. I don't know if that's Neuralink. I don't know if that's.
So she actually made a reel that came up on my feed of like explaining what it is. It isn't Neuralink. It's a like brain monitor. So it's this thing that goes over her head and it can pick up her brain waves.
A whole EMG.
And so she's not. Yeah, she's not exactly thinking, okay, jump, attack, flask. Like, she's not thinking that. She's thinking, like, the way she put it, like, she's moving a ball with her head. So she's thinking, like, push or, like, pull. And based on those push and pull actions, her brain makes a certain brainwave pattern, which is then mapped to a controller input. So it's not like she's saying, just thinking, run around the corner, jump up, jump slash, or, like, she's not thinking that. It's more so like push, pull, left, right. And by doing those things, it's being mapped to a controller input. It was actually a really cool reel she had because someone in her chat was like, this is fake. And she's like, well, let me explain. And she, like, for the next 2 minutes goes on and goes the whole in-depth.
That one guy is like, clip. Let me just make a fucking viral clip really quick.
It was her own account. She got credit.
Oh, was it? Okay. Nice.
I love it.
Yeah. No, weaponized autism to the fullest. And we love that over here.
Damn.
Fuck yeah.
All right, boys. Well,
one day I'll be able to play Elden Ring with my mind.
You will. 100%. That's just how technology goes.
That day that I get access to it, Elden Ring 2 will be out. I'm just kidding.
Mikazaki or whatever his name is. What he was saying, like, Elden Ring, there won't be an Elden Ring 2. Like, the DLC was the end of that story.
Right.
Like,
So ready for this? Another recent interview is he's like Elden Ring. Elden Ring is one of my greatest projects, but he said, but it's just not it. Right, so it's like he's basically implying that he's like
sounds like an artist.
He's gonna make some other, future greatness. We have no idea what it is.
Yeah, he wants to make something better, something that he objectively. And it's just like when you laugh at you say I'm dumb because I look at old videos and I'm like, yeah, but they're not great, because that's what it is. It's the artist critiquing themselves, and his projects are just some of the best, RPG experiences that ever exist.
Exactly.
But to him, he's like, no, this could be better. There's a vision in my head of something that is better.
Hell yeah. Damn, dude.
You'll never satisfy yourself as an artist. It is crazy.
Never be satisfied ever in general.
Hey, Picasso, one of the greatest artists of all time, he was hated during his time alive.
I feel like most artists, like famous artists, never really got fame until after they were dead.
Da Vinci. Completely disagree there.
That's one.
There's probably others. I'm not an art
Van
major.
Gogh.
This is not. Yeah, we've stepped into a realm I don't know much about.
No, I consider myself a savant for this shit. So no, I don't fucking know.
Autistic savant.
Yeah.
All right. Hell yeah. All right. Well, fuck. I've been trying to wrap up this podcast a couple times. Let's go ahead and do so Hash can go out and get his things done and then get back home. But yeah, guys. So make sure you rate and subscribe to the podcast on whatever podcast platform or YouTube. Just drop a 5-star on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Leave a little like on YouTube. All those. It's a free way that you can support the show. Takes no money to do so, but it does help us out and get more people to view it. It helps us out with sponsors. It's great all around. We appreciate when you guys go ahead and take the time to do so. We also you can subscribe on those platforms. It'll give you the benefit of just letting you know when the next podcast is live and ready to go. That way you don't have to keep checking in. But every Tuesday we always got a new show for you guys. Head over to the Patreon, patreon.com/Mafia_Productions. Mafia_Productions is the end of that. Again, sorry Patreon members, this show's a little delayed for you guys this week, but usually they get access to the show a week early. They get access access to an ad-free version as well, and then some bonus content when we have it available. Definitely going to be more of that in the future with the Austin Oni boys. Can't wait to make some cool things with those guys down there. And then yeah, hopefully these guys will be able to join us down there at some point, and we'll do some cool little things around the city of Austin. Maybe we'll get some of those like Lime scooters down there, you know, have a little gay train of us just all together on that.
Hell yeah. Me and Brando will share one.
Dude, those scooters are everywhere down in Austin. As you're walking around, they're just like constantly littering the streets. It's kind of crazy.
Christ.
But yeah, so we'll have that. Head over to the merch website, as I mentioned earlier, xxvthelabel.com. It's got a new merch option up there, as well as our standard From the Sideline shirt, the Stabbers Don't Get Stabbed merchandise, and then there's a Mafia Productions one as well. Go check it out. Grab something in your size. Help pay for my move to Austin. I would really appreciate that. And last but definitely not least, we have our 3 sponsors who help keep this show on the air. Liquid IB. Head over to liquidib.com. Use promo code Mafia_Moffitt. Get 20% off and free shipping. NECTR Energy, NECTR.energy. NECTR.energy is their website where you can head over and get some more information about their product and all their awesome flavors available. Use promo code MafiaProductions, all one word, just Mafia Productions together. That's going to get you a buy 2, get 1 free at checkout. And last but not least, Welt's Clothing. Promo code FTS over there gets you, I think it's 10%. Yeah, 10% off at checkout. So, you know, take care of that tax money, make it a little bit cheaper for it to come in over to you. But yeah, we appreciate our boys over there at Welt's. And I guess lastly, Kirgo. Go check out Kirgo. We are going to be talking more about them later on in next week when we're doing our pick show. But yeah, definitely going to be doing things with them. I'm literally... I have games that I bet on tonight with Kirgo. So yeah, shout out Kirgo. We appreciate all the stuff they've done to help support our show and keep the whole paintball industry as a whole kind of moving forward and doing cool things. Head over to Kirgo, use code FTS at sign up. It's just a little thing. Just ask, well, you know, what you want to use. FTS. That's the code you got to put in. All right, boys. That's it for us tonight. Brandon Hatch, you got anything else to say?
You know, my cool guy of the week.
That's
cool
true.
Guy of the week.
I completely forgot about cool guy of the week and code word of the week.
I was kind of confused on where we were going. Go ahead, Brando.
Damn. Yep, cool guy of the week. Just sent it in the chat, dude. We have another bear attack. This happened 9 days ago.
Oh, I might have seen this one actually.
Did you? 9 days ago in Alaska, these 2 friends were hunting. 2 friends were hunting, attacked by a brown bear, and yeah, fought it off. One guy that eventually got mauled was also shot in the leg, and then both of them ended up killing the bear. They haven't released the guy's name, but the picture's there of the 2 friends, one that was mauled and one that, you know, isn't as bad, you know. His face is perfectly intact, you know. But dude took a bullet and took a goddamn bear.
Damn, how did he take a fucking bullet? Sounds like the bear was saving his ass from his friend, low-key.
Yeah, I don't know why you said that, Brandon. He didn't take a bullet. The bear took a bullet.
The bear took a couple bullets, but he definitely took a bullet.
Wait, so the homie took a bullet? Why'd the homie take a bullet?
The homie took a bullet. I think he shot himself, actually.
Oh, that's fucking embarrassing.
During the struggle? Oh,
yes.
That's, yeah. We didn't have to say that part. He's cool guy of the week.
I was trying to keep that hush. Fought off a bear.
Right, and again, it's one of these weeks we literally don't have a name to give you. I just looked at the article. They haven't mentioned his name yet. So yeah, shout out to random Alaskan bear guy who shot himself and the bear.
Bear killer. We'll call him that.
Also, college football, TCU just got a fumble, so we love that. Keep rolling. Let's go, TCU. Go Horned Frogs.
Oh yeah, baby.
Love you tonight. Let's go ahead and bring this show to a close. That's
my code word.
Yeah, I don't have it down on my note sheet tonight. I forgot.
No, it's okay. All right, so the code word this week, right? It's something we all love and something we all thrive for. There's 2 people who use the code word. We love them. Christian Struck, Mike Ryan. We love them. There we go.
Use the fucking code word, people.
No, here we go. Something we all love. Phase 2, baby. Phase 2. We all love getting to phase 2.
Is that phase or is it like phase, like PH?
You can hit me with a PH or you want to hit me with a phase up. That's fine too. Whichever phase you feel is phaseful.
Is phasey enough. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
whichever
that
gets you
works.
faded.
All right, guys. Well, without further ado, we're going to get out of here. That's been episode 109 of From the Sidelines. My name is Ryan Mafia Moffitt. For my 2 co-hosts, Brandon Brando Baird and Stephen Hatch. This has been, another episode, and we will see you guys on the next one. Do the thing, Hatch.
Bye.
See you guys later.